hit it.
Whoever's listening to the podcast is gonna be like, "Shit, it froze."
You podcast skip?
Yeah, somebody is like out there pressing our podcasts into records so that they can listen to them on their record player, and they're gonna be really confused by that sequence.
We're like, man, I didn't know MP3s could skip. Stupid iPod.
I could totally see some like hipster out there who presses his own podcast vinyls.
Oh no, that means that, like, if we ever have enough followers, we should press a podcast.
Hey, yeah,
Oh yeah,
get
release a
one.
vinyl version of our podcast.
Also, it would have to be like 5 vinyls because there's not a lot of space on those things.
No.
And this show runs for like 4 hours.
Damn.
I got the first season. It's 3,000
We should do it
vinyls.
at least once.
Yeah, the first season is just a stack of vinyls this tall.
Wow.
Commitment right there.
I have to listen to both sides of all these vinyls to catch up with Dicey Lemons. Well, that's just season 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
man.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to another fantastic episode. Yes. Anywho, yeah. Stuff and things and announcements, of which there aren't any, really, except I still have to do these. Oh boy. I've got to do the editing for episodes 0 and 1 for the Republic Rebroadcast thing, little special edition. Who's it? What's it? So that's all there and taken care of, and I still have not done that. In fact, I was late this week doing our normal rebroadcast, so shame on me.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think that's it.
To be fair, I still have to finish the editing after this. So it'll probably come out
Okay, so
Thursday.
so
morning.
yeah, this week in
behind.
SteamWorld Forge, we're all behind. So that's
I didn't
fine.
want you to feel like you're the only one that slacked off, Kyle.
Nice, thank you. Solidarity, I appreciate it.
We are a group after all.
Solidarity in fear of spiders, solidarity in fear in procrastination.
See?
Hmm.
See, now Dagan and Punchy, you guys have to have solidarity with something.
Oh no, this is somebody finally having solidarity with me. Everybody has been as lazy as I have this week, and it's fucking great.
It was like, oh, this is just my normal week.
Yep.
I've been naturally
down
lazy.
to my level, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, so I guess with that out of the way, we can go ahead and jump in to SteamWorld Forge tonight, and we'll kick it off with our favorite friend, Martin Gable. I
Or
forgot
will
to
we?
put I may have forgotten to put that extra little thing in there that says play. So
Yeah, that would definitely help.
I think I know how tonight's session's gonna go.
Behind on everything.
Yeah, wow. Come on, Braden, you gotta catch up. All right, here we go.
Aye, from the spirits you've come to know and love from Dusting Distillery, cry our new dragon's fire rye. It's made with 100% real dragon's breath, harvested directly from the source, then aged 12 years in dragon's char oak barrels for a real smoky bite. Don't be a wee lass and give her a try.
Yes.
Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Republic Rebroadcast. I'm your host, Martin Gable. We have a lot to discuss this evening, so let's jump right in to last week in SteamWorld Forge. our intrepid adventurers found themselves face to face with what lurked beneath the depths of Fool's Grotto. A massive fanged snake, the brood mother, Sistrinxa. The Breakfast Club sprung to action, attempting to get eyes on the cage full of helpless individuals held captive in the serpent's coiled grasp. The snake-like entity revealed it would be willing to trade, with either an exchange of blood or life for the missing children. Despite Lance's attempt to stall the creature, to give Gerry enough time to get into place, the serpent struck with venomed fangs. Calling for aid from the other denizens of the abandoned cavern, the Breakfast Club found themselves swarmed by slithering snakes and spiteful scaleless. As they battled their slippery foes and did their best to not succumb to virulent poison clouds, Samkin was the first to fall. But before the scaleless could finish the job, Harrow swooped to his rescue. Lance, doing his best to maintain control, found himself repeatedly blitzed by the lightning-fast broodmother, taking refuge in the walls. The poison finally found its mark on 3 others of the party, but were thankfully rescued by a quick-thinking Gerry, doing his best to stay out of Fang's reach. With the snake-like humanoid abominations now dispatched, the troop turned their attention to the enraged serpent. Despite its best attempts, it couldn't keep the Breakfast Club down, and with a last-ditch effort, escaped into the walls once more, but not before issuing a warning that the Breakfast Club hadn't seen the last of the Ishendari. With the monsters routed, the party set about freeing the captives, and once free they managed to send word to Duke Gellamdir that Phelan and the other children had been safely recovered. The Duke sent word via Sending Stone that they would rendezvous back at Sly's Rest. In the commotion following the freed slaves, Lance witnessed a woman grab her things from a pile in the cavern, turn into a man with a tattoo on his forearm, and then disappear with a pop. Upon heading out, the Breakfast Club found another puzzle. A couple multi-treaded armored buggies, also bearing the Sanctuary Defense logo, and seemingly powered by a purple-blue glittering liquid. Which begs the question, how did the Ishendari acquire such top-secret military hardware? With Phelan finally recovered and Hunter in the wind, what will the Breakfast Club do now? Will Yuri finally be acquitted of the crime he didn't commit? Stay tuned to find out. See you all next week for another episode of Republic Rebroadcast. This is Martin Gable, signing off.
Yay.
I like how let me fix this.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Before I sit there with an old-timey radio just over my face for the entire session. That's all right. That would probably be a plus. Yeah, exactly.
Were
Okay.
you gonna say that you enjoyed how we all move our head to the end?
Yeah, you're all getting into it, waiting for it to come. So yeah.
I can get jiggy to this.
All right.
Do that.
So
That was a great callback.
Picking up where we left off, a couple there was a thing that I missed that I believe a couple of you were not privy to the information because you had already departed for the evening. But in Snake Fade's accoutrements in his tent, you guys did find what you determined to be a scroll of recall. For those not aware, it basically allows you to place a talisman at any point, and when you read from the scroll, it will return you to the point of the talisman.
people can you take with you, or is it just one?
It is 7 people.
That would be ideal for infiltration.
So,
Does the person that reads the scroll have to set the talisman?
they do not.
Is there like a talisman attached to the scroll?
There is.
Okay.
There's a small little coin with glyphs inscribed upon it, and a matching set of glyphs that are on the scroll as well.
So next time we want to blow up a farm, we can just give this to the monkey and tell him go north, drop us off somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, that's a great escape. Is it multiple uses or is it a single use?
The great ape escape.
Escape?
Escape. It is a one-time use.
Bummer.
Oh wait, and the coin is with the scroll, or
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
wax seal that the talisman is attached to on the scroll. So you have to physically remove it, place the talisman somewhere, and then it, So by that same token, if you find a loose scroll of recall and it does not have a talisman, if you were to read from it, it could theoretically take you to wherever that talisman is placed.
That sounds like a DM trap.
I would
at the
never.
bottom of a volcano.
That Harrow kind of would want to pull.
It's like, does there need to be a specific action of placing down the talisman? before it can activate?
There is a specific kind of rite, and it's
Okay.
all part of the scroll. So
Okay.
basically,
just,
all
like, toss it.
instructions are included.
No, everyone just leaps out of some guy's poor pocket.
Right. Do we know
Like, ooh, lucky
if
coin. Let me keep this.
it has like a distance on it, and or planar anything?
No, there's
Um,
no distance.
Not that you know of. This is not something that this is something that Lance found and rolled the check on. Seeing this, this is this was the exact item that you saw the individual, the Francis
lady.
Oren, read during the carnival before disappearing with all of the children. It is also what Lance saw as well, the lady read before she disappeared.
Very popular.
Incredibly so.
Lance, do you think, you know how you have that spell that can find people and find things? Could you use this scroll to find Hunter with it? And because you've seen him, is it possible?
I could try, but it's only 1,000 feet, so it's further than that.
Could I have retroactively identified this on the walk back to the town?
What time of day is it?
You or Lance, or the two of you together, easily enough.
And what time of night or day is it?
It's probably about mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Oh, when we get back to Fly's Beach,
Right? Slice rest.
Rest.
Slice rest.
Fly's Rest, I can go out and try to find object.
How
How much are we retconning?
that would just be it. So it would just be the
Good.
fact that you guys would have this, but then you guys are technically, goddamn, hit my mic twice today. You're already in Sly's Rest. You have met the Duke, and he has provided you payment, and they've kind of head off, and you guys are kind of standing there at the edge of town, trying to determine what you can, and you can also be having this conversation at this point as well. So
think I'm the only person that can cast this spell. So should I hold on to the scroll?
I should be able to
And
do
we
as well, right?
give
It's just a
the-
magic item.
You have
Um,
to have
have
the
to cast
spell on your spell list.
this is not the same as your recall. This is different.
Okay. So I can't cast this, or
You-
anybody
you-
can cast this.
Anybody can
Anyone.
cast it.
Okay.
Anyone can cast it.
So we should give this to somebody, but give the talisman to Ralph. And if we need to make a great escape, send him off into the sunset to drop that thing off somewhere.
But the side note of that would be if something bad happens to Ralph and he goes poof, that talisman goes poof with it.
Ralph had
he would
poofed
drop
many
it.
times.
Exactly.
When Ralph poofs, does he like poof everything he's holding as well?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
then we
would
could
have
just
seen that.
totally go to like the Feywild and find him. That would be super fun.
well, if it's like a part of him, he has it. But if he's like carrying a dagger or something, he drops that shit.
Or maybe we should give this to the baby Duke to just like put in his prison pocket, and if there's ever like another kidnapping or something, he can just poop it out surreptitiously, and bam, we're instantly there.
What is this prison pocket
you-
you speak of?
It's the pocket that everybody has.
Like on pants?
Like inside their pants, under the pants.
He's talking about your
Pants.
butthole.
What?
Yeah, your
You
butthole.
killed Kyle.
No,
You want a little boy?
And is
No.
that where you keep your sword?
And it's a very small coin. Let's be fair. I have lube. It's not going to be painful at all.
of course he does.
I would say that the nobles have enough resources available. They could
Yeah, they
get their
probably have
own-
lube of their own.
No, they could get their own recall scroll. We don't have those kinds of resources.
Plus, we have like 1 day to use scroll before he poop.
Well, no, we
Oh,
would have
yeah,
to use it
that-
after he
that's
pooped.
a
If we
good
used it
call.
before he pooped, that could be really bad.
What if? Yeah, he poops it out and then we recall into a shitter. Or B, we accidentally recall because we think you need to, and we recall in his butthole. Neither of those are
He
good
would
options.
have to be able to poop it out on command. I don't know if he can do that.
Also,
Either way, it's shitty.
I don't know how this spell works, but what if we come out and there's poop on us?
We know like poop.
This idea is starting to
I
sound
mean,
more
everybody
crappy.
has their hang-ups, I guess.
And we just find ourselves in a shitty situation.
Samkin's just standing up beside. Are we really having this conversation?
Harrow just
we're-
throws up her hands and is like, apparently.
We're just exploring our options.
Or maybe we just give it to the Duke to hold on to. And if we're ever in a shitty situation, then we can just, recall back to someplace safe wherever he is.
That nobles are very fickle. And what happens if we fall out of favor? I'm not keen on relying on the Duke for anything. It's nice that we're all friends now, but what happens down the road if something happens that taints his view of us?
He said tank.
Yep, we're all adults here.
I agree with little girl, but it is better than a little boy's cavity.
I
We're
mean,
not talking about teeth
we
here.
can hold on to it for now, and we don't have to use it right away. We could also leave the talisman at the Abbey. It seems like a fine enough place. They're
Oh,
trustworthy.
yeah.
and
Those guys will be
kind.
good with it. Oh,
I agree. Abby, very good idea.
shit.
Yeah, but it's
Sam
in
can-
the middle of nowhere.
Middle of
but
nowhere
Sam-
is a good
that's
idea.
Perfect. Samkin, you
Harder
think,
for whatever.
shit, big monkey dude, think you'd be cool with that?
Yes, we of course. I mean, our abbey's open to you at any point, and I would be happy to hold on to this if that's what you desire.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. But
That could work, yeah.
You're like the first one that went down, so maybe we'll hold on to it until we get to the Abbey.
But not the suppository. You just hold.
Yeah, you have
I
regular buckets,
can
right?
assure you it won't be going anywhere near there.
Unless you get kidnapped, in which case, stick it up there real fast, because they will check everywhere
Oh,
else.
and you can hide it with your tail. Like a little flap.
I'm done with this. And Sam can just walk off. Just muttering under his breath, like kicks a rock as he just kind of storms off.
Sure,
Kyle
Harrow,
tries
was
to
that
have a
racist?
serious campaign every time.
That's fine. That's fine.
Can't be
No
all
more cool
doom
shit.
and gloom.
Yeah, no more cool shit for you guys.
Yeah.
God damn.
Fun.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I think we should sleep.
Yeah, we're at Slaya's Reach, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
just at the edge of town.
That's right.
Jesus, every time. Alright, I think first things first, go find the sheriff, dude, and let him know that we rescued these people and ask him if these are any of his.
Yeah, the people that you kind of
We
brought
also-
with you too, they've all just kind of filtered out. They've shaken a few of your hands and mostly filtered off at this point. so.
There's a cat wandering around my house.
What?
Do you own
Where?
a cat?
You do now.
Right? You have been chosen.
We also have the bikes that we can pick up, and I can take a look and see if they're still powered by that awesome purple shiny liquid.
Oh yeah, we decided to walk, right? Because we couldn't fit everyone
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
Were we able to even start the bikes? I forgot.
Yeah,
bikes,
the
yes,
bikes
but
the bikes
the
you started no
two-
no problem, but
Okay.
the two
but the buggies
carrier
you couldn't.
things. No. All right, make my way over to the sheriff.
All right, so you guys make your way in through the middle of town. You can see like people peeking between curtains and stuff, just kind of nosily and warily. But with the amount of people kind of walking through town and milling about, you can see that there's already a couple little construction crews that have like started like repairing windows and stuff. But at least in the few hours that this has kind of taken place, they're quick to try to like get back on it. There are a few people that are there's another group of people that's coming in from the kind of adjacent towards you off of the road, and they were carrying large pails with them. Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow.
Mike.
Okay. That was
Is that
something to watch.
farm? Was that from the farm? That's why I laughed, and apparently saliva just went everywhere.
As you like take a minute and watch them, you make a perception check.
Oh my god. That's 10.
A 10. You do manage to just barely pick up a little bit of conversation. Lightning must have struck the fields near the granary.
Oh no.
But thankfully the water came and washed most of it away before it could spread too much.
Lance is my name. Lance, when he said lightning, is gonna glance at Arkhann.
Acts of nature are not under Tiberia's domain. But the rain, yes.
So
Arkhan's just
politician-y.
Uh,
All the bad stuff that happened, not my fault. Good stuff though, totally me.
We're not
then-
telling anyone about that, right?
You mean About Time Beer smiting a town
Yeah.
building?
Okay.
So you guys make your way over and near, like, you can see like Sheriff Benton and Annie are hanging out near the front, kind of near the Shady Villa Saloon. You guys make your way up. Oh, you're back. How was it?
Kind of fucked.
Wow, you boys look like shit.
I
Yeah,
feel
it
like
was
shit.
Awful.
We
Yeah,
actually
that's,
just had a conversation about that.
Micah, let's get these fine folks some rooms and get them all washed up and taken care of. What? I see there's a good bit of people following you. What happened?
There were
Basically-
like dozens of people in cages that these snake fuckers had kidnapped, and so we had to kill a bunch of snakes and rescue people. It's a lot of work.
Well, that's mighty kind of you folks to take care of our problems for us like that. I think I can speak for the whole town when you're welcome back here at any point. Well, maybe we just don't talk about the little incident with the granary, though.
I have no idea what you're talking about. We've never seen a granary.
I think in light of recent events, I'm willing to let that one slide.
Harrow doesn't say a word.
I
Yeah,
look
I
at
don't-
Ralph, make sure there's like no
any
torch.
actual god. It's actually by Tabir.
I don't mean to pry or nothing, but while y'all were up there, did you happen to find well, I suppose you know about the robbery that took place. You didn't happen to find any of these fine folks' livelihoods, did you?
what about a robbery?
Refresh my memory on this robbery.
Oh, Snake and his gang, that was the first thing they hit was the bank.
How much was stolen?
Oh. I'm not sure exactly. A few hundred gold, I reckon.
God's tried so hard.
I didn't
don't-
see gold. But I got reward. I can. I don't need gold. I can give you some to help pay back.
Oh no, that's all right. You've done more than enough. Just thank you for your assistance, all of you. Well, we greatly appreciate it.
In
Harrow.
case
Harrow.
people start poking around, there's some sanctuary defense vehicles up there.
You mean like that military tech sort of stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys could probably sell that shit. Make a fuck ton of gold.
I don't think we'd want any part of any of that around here. I'd rather see that stuff burned.
Well, that's good because we kind of already laid claim to that stuff, so probably don't sell it.
Well, that's on you. I'm sure them military folk can come looking for that anyways.
But
It's not
please
like
accept gift. I know what it's like to be poor and need money. I give you 200 gold to help pay back.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I can't take that. That's your money. We'll do just fine on our own.
I have much more than that. I don't see why I need.
Now, please don't insult my honor and giving me handouts. I don't
It's
deserve
not
it.
for you, it's for the town. It's
Ah,
for like, you know,
fuck it.
so you guys can
Here's
have a
100.
bank and stuff.
An investment.
It's true. I give you 200 gold. Help pay back for the people.
Yeah, I'll give you 100.
I still have a lot
How-
more.
I better be able to drink for free.
How
That is true.
outside of the game, how much did we find in the cavern?
A
You should
lot.
ask Lance that.
I forgot, to
it's
be honest.
in
I thought
It was
chat.
I think it was 300 that he already
Four-
divvied up amongst everybody.
423 pieces of gold.
each or something.
Wait. How much of that was reward though? Because I thought
It's
I
80,
forgot about
84,
cavern.
We had
84 gold and 6 silver each. That's what we found
that's
down
separate, and that's separate from the reward.
there. Yeah, the reward we haven't, or I guess we did technically. Did we get the reward yet? No.
Yeah,
did
he
get the reward.
Yeah, Duke
Yeah.
Ellen
We already
gave it
divvied
to you
that
at
up.
Oh,
immediately.
okay. Yeah,
Because I got like
cool.
416
it-
gold. Oh
yeah,
shit!
that
I just
wasn't
lied
in
to the
chat.
sheriff.
So,
Unintentionally.
but we did get from the snakes 84
You didn't
gold
know.
and 6 silver each.
How much gold?
86 and 6 silver
Fuck me.
from the snakes, and then the rest of it was from the Duke because we got like 10 platinum or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. I don't really care that much about gold, even though I want to buy all the fancies. I'll give.
well, my character would definitely be no problem giving him to help make up.
All right.
After
Yeah.
make a persuasion check. Nagi, make a persuasion check.
Okay. Sorry. Let me see where my persuade. 1. Natural 2.
Nice.
You see him get a little upset, but he'll. All right, look, we'll take a little bit. We don't need that much. We can make do. We're hardworking folks, and
You take 150 then from me.
I'll take 100.
I won't argue too much. Deal.
Fine. You know, doesn't really want to, but he takes it.
Harrow will slip 50. That's the least we can do after the granary incident.
Well, we'll take that as your fine then. All right. Well, I've got work to do. You folks need to get yourselves
Did
rested and
he take my gold
cleaned up.
as well?
No, he only he'll just take the 150 and that's it.
Well, I said I was gonna give him 100, so he wants it.
You could tell like he didn't want it. Like he didn't really want the money. You guys said you didn't find it, so he was okay. Well, whatever. It is what it is. So he doesn't want your guys' money.
All right. Then I'll give Harrow 25 gold.
Okay. All right. So
Thank you.
Yeah. We a team.
Micah comes over and takes you back over and get you guys squared away inside the hotel. Get you guys a couple rooms and get yourselves all cleaned up.
A bath would feel very good. I'm beat up very badly. Good rest.
Question, Kyle.
Mhm.
If I were to use the coin that we have as my reference, can I dictate to the spell basically like, don't find this one that I'm holding, but find another one like it? Because it says the nearest object, but it also says if you have a good understanding. Here, let me read it. It says the nearest one if it's within 1,000 feet, but it also says alternatively the spell can locate the object of a particular kind, such as jewelry, blah blah blah. So it says kind, so like it's the same thing, but not the one that I have.
But you're assuming the runes are all the coins, right?
Yeah.
All like
So
coins.
like that's an assumption, but it's also like maybe this coin looks differently, but it's still kind of like the trigger point, so it's an object of the same kind.
I would allow it. You glance around, but you don't. And you kind of like, stretch out, kind of feel, trying to gauge, any sort of like talisman, kind of like this, but nothing seems to come up.
Okay. I didn't think so, but it's worth a shot.
Yep.
I totally forgot that I had Hunter's Intuition, where I get a D4 to my survival perception checks. I need to remember to do that.
Okay. So,
Harrow's gonna go downstairs and get some food.
okay.
Yeah, samesies.
Okay.
It didn't take us like time to get here, right? Like not enough to have like long or short rests, so that's gonna happen later.
Yeah, you can't short rest or long rest while traveling.
Yes.
So,
Food and
That still took-
beers.
took you a few hours to
It's
get
like
back to town.
mid-afternoon at this point.
Yeah, approaching late afternoon. After you guys like get cleaned up and everything, it's probably early evening.
And at this point, all the people we rescued are dispersed through the town, going to where
Yeah.
they need to go. Okay.
Gerry, I didn't look very well last time. But they don't serve snakes here, do they? 'Cause I think I might feel.
Are you looking for snake?
No.
That's a
I don't
huge
think you
missed
have to
opportunity.
worry about accidentally ordering snake. I think that's more of a specialty item that you kind of have to seek out.
Well, we sought out a snake and we found snakes, and there's a lot of snakes up there. At least there were.
I think you're okay.
Okay.
Just order like dark meat and you'll be fine.
I can't believe.
If it's white meat and there's a lot of bones in it, it could be snake.
I'm gonna step away for a little bit. I got a bunch of calls and texts from work just now, so
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
I can't believe Lance missed his opportunity to harvest snake meat. What was I thinking?
There you go, Kyle.
Yep. It's a thing. Every time you kill something, y'all got to try to eat it.
I mean,
Fucking
wouldn't
missed
you?
opportunity.
Yeah. Turned into a whole Twitter conversation about this very exact thing.
Really?
Yeah. So. Okay. So.
Snakes on a zeppelin.
Anything else that you guys would like to do while you're having your meal or anything else?
I want to go shopping, but I feel like I need a metropolitan area for that.
Yeah, there's like a general clothing store, but
We still have the nice fancy clothes from Duke.
I don't need clothes. I need like a new boomerang and some other essential items.
I wonder if there's a like a secondhand store.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like nice quality rich people secondhand stuff. It's going to be like backwoods podunk town secondhand stuff. And there's a big difference.
To find the positive will.
Souvenirs.
Cups and
All right,
porcelain
fine. I'll check
bells.
the secondhand store. Are there any guns in the secondhand store?
there are not. There's lots
There's-
of cowboy hats and dusters, pants, vests.
Why are
Nice,
you looking
you
for a
know,
gun?
linen
Everything there
shirt.
smells like hard work. Fuck this.
Why is Gerry looking for a gun?
Because they seem really fun.
Hey, if you want a gun,
Got a gun.
I got one. You might have to like oil it up, but try it out.
Oh my god, really? You have one?
Yeah, I got it off one of those snake fuckers.
Do you know how to use it?
No, Harrow does.
Oh, yeah, but if we tell her about it, she's gonna want it. Because she's like. she
No,
wants
no,
of
it's all
the
shitty.
guns.
It's not shiny. She only likes shiny guns.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to use the gun.
Damn fucking straight, I'm gonna want it.
Harrow, how to use this gun?
What kind of gun is it?
I don't know. It's all rusty and shit.
Kyle.
Is it the one that you saw in the shop? Are we in the
It's-
shop?
It's a rusty
buy it in
gun
the
that
shop?
I got off of one of the Snake Gang guys.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a 6-shooter?
Yeah, one of those 6-shooters. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like rusted and
It's
and,
just tarnished.
yeah. It's very well used.
Its upkeep could be a little bit better. Well, is it
I
loaded?
want to see if I can figure out how to use it.
Fuck if I know. How do I check?
Like, Harrow
Do I
will
just
pull
pull
out
the
her
trigger?
gun and just... No!
I want somebody to roll a natural one on this.
Okay.
with their
Gun
shocked no.
pointed-
Here, take it.
Keep it pointed down.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
be waving it around at people.
Take it.
That's how you get shot in the face.
That's how you do it. You just wave it around and they get shot in the face.
This is
And
I've
to-
seen her shoot the people in the head.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty
I
much
know
all
I
you
what
know.
do.
I'm doing. Like,
Clearly,
opens
I
up the
don't.
barrel.
It's loaded.
Oh my god, you're taking all of the fun out of this. I grab it and I try to shoot it at a sign.
Okay.
Are we
Um,
indoors?
You're like walking down the street. Go ahead and oh boy. Make a go ahead and roll 2d20s and take the lower of the two. And add your dexterity modifier to them, I suppose.
I was gonna say, just try and pull it out of my hands first.
6.
Oh,
You sit there and Gerry just like grabs it out of your hand and just like wings it out towards like the big billboard at the end of town and just like pulls the trigger and nothing happens. And then like just starts pulling the trigger. It's not cocked.
Shit.
See?
I
Told
just
you.
I
stare in the
think this
barrel
is
and
a
see if I can
medical
see anything in there.
It's dark,
At
hard to
this
tell.
point-
You're like Luke
Harrow
with the
just,
saber.
like, Harrow comes up and just slaps you across the face.
Uh,
Hey! Fucking rude.
First of all,
It's broken
Don't pull
anyways.
firearms out of someone else's hand. Don't look at it.
You did it first. I was holding it and playing with it, and then you came along and were like, "Oh, geez, we have to be safe about this. It's dangerous."
You
Doesn't even
asked for
work.
help.
No, he asked for help. I specifically said, "Don't tell Harrow about this because she's gonna get all mom-like it the whole thing."
Well, actually, said she's gonna take it, which I guess she did.
Exactly.
I don't think you should be playing with this. You clearly have no idea what you're doing. Unsafe. Here. She like motions you to come down on her level. Bend down a little bit so I can show you.
You're gonna hit me again. I know this
Probably if you
trick.
do something stupid again, yes.
Fine, I'll just sit Indian style.
She'll like take a few minutes like going through like this is how you load a gun. Yeah, cock it. This is where you pull the trigger. Like, don't look at it.
I immediately lose interest.
I'm still following.
Like goes through everything. Like
I'm just
looks at
nodding
you.
along.
You're just like looking off to the side, and Harrow's just like gives it to Lance. Just
Sweet. Can I try it?
yes, but not where those people were around. Don't look down the barrel of the gun.
Yeah, I've seen
Why?
what
It's
comes
broken
out.
anyways. It doesn't work.
It's not.
All right, Kyle.
I
Try
pulled the
shoot at
trigger
the
and
sign.
nothing happened.
All right. Go ahead and roll 2 d20s. Add your dexterity modifier. Take the lowest of the two.
Lowest. Oh shit! I got a 15 and a 20. So 16.
16. You fire. You do manage to hit the sign. It is a very big sign. You almost still nearly miss, but you do manage to clip it. But yeah.
That shit's awesome.
That's a lot more
Right,
complicated. than I
think of
thought
it
was.
like this.
That is no fair. You gave him one that works.
It's the same gun, but think of it like this. If you had a bow, would you pull it and then point the arrow at yourself and look at it to make sure you were holding it correctly?
No.
Exactly.
Probably, actually.
But you
You
can
should
see
never
the arrow.
have an
You can't
bow
see
and
the
arrow.
bullet.
Yeah, exactly. What he said. That's a stupid analogy because bows are see-through. You can see the arrows.
When she opened it up, I saw the bullets.
Exactly.
Are bows really big guns?
Yeah.
Also, can you see God? Can you see Tiber?
I see them all the time.
I don't.
Yes, the wrong dude. That was a stupid
I did.
question.
I really did. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Do it again with the 6, because it was fun.
This time you weren't ready, and just like before you're even like bringing it down, you just fire it off up into the sky.
Oh, shit.
Lance,
Yeah.
don't shoot at Tiber.
Sorry.
Back.
Sorry, Tiber.
Wait, let me try. It's my turn.
First of all, don't go shooting it up into the sky. You don't know where that comes down. And there's a lot of okay-ish people around here. You don't want to accidentally kill them.
I'm sorry to intrude on you folks, but you don't mind just taking that outside of town instead of shooting at our stuff? I mean, that would be great. Sheriff Benton comes walking back out.
Like, at this point, after that, Harrow just crosses her arms, like 1 foot tapping as she stares at you guys, just like, mm-mm.
Oh no, don't you try to put this on them. I've been watching this entire thing happen. This is on all of you. Now please, so just take it out behind the buildings if you would.
Can I just
There's
do
plenty.
one more? I
Sure.
haven't gotten a turn yet.
Sure.
Make a
you can shoot it.
persuasion check.
Have you ever shot a gun? It's fucking awesome.
14.
14. Well, on account of your, God damn it, go 1. You get 1 shot.
I
That's
shoot
it.
at Archon's feet.
Okay, go ahead and
I mean, everyone
roll
told
with
him
disadvantage. Add your
specifically-
dexterity mod.
Told him specifically not to shoot up, so makes sense.
Oh, that's gonna be a 17.
Oh yes.
17. Okay. You do. And it kind of flicks back, and you dodge out of the way a little bit as it comes rocketing back towards you. There's a lot more force in that little hand cannon than you kind of realized. And you do manage to narrowly avoid missing Arkhann.
Hey, Sheriff, you
Oh
want
my
to turn?
god, this is so much fun.
Harrow takes the gun.
Give it to the sheriff. Let him try.
I'm gonna buy one, and you can't stop me.
Well, if you buy one, you'll just be adding to my collection, so go ahead. Make sure it's of fine quality first.
I'm gonna buy like 8 of them, and you can't steal all of them. Hide them.
She could. She's real sneaky.
She's not going near my prison pocket.
I can totally see Larry having a loaded gun up his ass.
Every
So
5 feet, roll a D100.
yeah, you take you fall off of a cliff or a hill or something while climbing or a ladder. I'm gonna need you to roll that D100.
So I have to roll a new character. How choice die? Well,
I shot myself.
That's
Let's leave it at
definitely
that.
one for our D&D.
Okay.
Harrow, how do I clean this
Perhaps there are
guy?
3
and at
evils
this
in
point,
world.
Harrow refuses to ever teach Gerry about guns. Just like,
Okay.
it is now her mission to be like, if he comes across a gun or anything explosive, she's just gonna take it.
Yeah.
Arkhann looks at Nagi. There are 3 evils in this world now. Tunnels, snakes, and Gerry with guns.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Ah, yeah.
So we
Well-
retire to the bar and continue our antics.
All right, you go back to the bar and while you're there, you guys get a few drinks in. Samkin's with you. Harrow, you do notice that Samkin's being a little silent and not really drinking or partaking. He's just, kind of sitting there, just kind of watching the rest of you do your thing while the rest of you just kind of party and drink and have some fun.
So, Samkin, what's next for you?
I think it's best if I just go back to the Abbey and I don't know. I was really hoping that I would find Illyria, but it seems that I was too late and she's gone. So I don't know. I also feel that I think you are right.
In
This
what way?
I thought that I wanted revenge and vengeance. After being there and seeing all of that, it was just messy. And then, if it wasn't for you, I would have died. Now I just have this hollow, empty feeling. Like, yes, it's taken care of, but I don't really know what the point was.
Feeling's gonna stay. And it probably won't go away. And there'll always be some bit of it left. And you'll move on. And you'll live life. But it's something that comes and goes.
I guess I'll just have to be like Nagi and live with it.
You make your peace with it sometimes, and then other times it beats the shit out of you. Depends on the day.
I guess it was a good reminder that maybe Hammond was right.
Harrow just kind of smiles, me like, whew. I'd love to see the look on his face if you ever told him that.
Might keep this between us.
You've got a good thing there. And if it's at a point in your life where you've outgrown it, then I'm sure that you're always welcome with us. But I think there are people there that care for you.
I think it's easy to get caught up in it. Kind of lose a bit of yourself.
And you guys do a lot of good. Something that people like us can even see in the good. But depending on where we go from here and everything else, I promise I'll keep an eye out for the people you've lost just in case.
I would appreciate that. What about you, Nagi? This change your mind about anything?
I live with the pain of seeing my father die before my very eyes. I constantly
dealt with
want...
it?
What?
How have you dealt with it for so long?
My thirst for vengeance hasn't gotten the best of me. I still live my life. But it helps knowing that someday I will slay this man.
Does this
And
man
my-
have a name?
He does. His name is... Excuse me, let me drink this beer.
He always
Save
gets
it.
like this. He's always emotional.
Delacroix, Captain! Delacroix. He will die by my hands. I will kill him.
Well, that wasn't the wisdom that I was kind of hoping you would impart, but, well, nonetheless.
Unfortunately, there is no wisdom that I can offer. I'm a peaceful man by nature, but this man... I want dead.
Well, it seems like you don't at least suffer. Most of you don't seem to suffer like I do, losing yourself in that anger.
I think you've come upon us in where we've been removed from it for some time. I assume Noggy's had years. I've had years. We've all had years to let it fester and to let it be with us. This for you was fairly fresh and new. And it's all-consuming at first, and it burns through everything. But I imagine in a few years, it'll... Instead of being like a raging fire, it'll be more like a coal, like an ember. It's there, but it's not all-consuming.
Well, I'm at least thankful to have met you all. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be standing here at this very moment. On 2 occasions, you've saved my life now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can see his mood picks up a little bit. At least he finishes his drink now.
Harrow will just like knock drinks with him and finish hers.
Sure. While you guys are having the drinks, the Duke finally comes in. Daniela and Phelan in tow. Do you mind if we have a seat?
Please sit down. Join us.
He just kind of stands there expectantly, like waiting, and then and kind of.
Arkhann's gonna grab a napkin and just start wiping down the seats.
Harrow just shakes her head.
Thank you. Again, we greatly appreciate it. Don't worry about the other children. I'll make sure that they get home safely. Well, arrange transport for them. As far as do have an airship that leaves in the morning back to New Raknora before we head off back towards Oberland. You are more than welcome to come and visit back at the palace. We'll make sure that there are arrangements set for you. Although you will have to find your own charter back. I don't think Warden Jamaris is too keen on sending people through the Wheatley system just on a whim, even for an esteemed member of their order. But I can get you back to New Raknora at least.
Mighty generous of you.
If it's all the same to you, I'd be fine with walking back to New Raknora, maybe stopping at the monastery and seeing Samkin off.
That's your choice. I mean, we have some things to get in order, especially now that Phelan has returned to us. But it is imperative that you do arrive at our estates. I mean, have to put your names out there. People need to know the good that you've done.
Is that necessary?
I won't take no for an answer.
He won't take no for an answer. It seems necessary. We will definitely take you up on that. That sounds amazing. I can't wait.
He won't take no. We're heroes.
I understand this might be new to you all, but let this be an introduction into high society. You'll be rubbing elbows with people that you should want to meet, and I'm sure that would be greatly interested in your abilities. I'm sure this paltry sum that you've been awarded today is nothing in comparison.
Well, that sounds marvelous.
But do take your time. We have about kind of has a little side conversation. Yes, we have to get this. It'll probably take a couple of weeks before we're ready. I'm sure we can find a way to send word. You're welcome to come back to the Alabaster Palace before, and then you can fly on my personal airship, and we'll head up into Infinity's Edge, where we shall throw a marvelous gala.
She's just embarrassed because she doesn't know how to dance, but we'll teach her before then. It's gonna be fine.
But we can also arrange to have that fixed as well.
Oh my god, group dance lessons? Yes, please.
Well, I'm feeling a bit weathered after the events of today. It was quite the roller coaster. So, I'm going to retire, and if you do wish to accompany us, you're more than we might even be able to arrange to drop your friend off at his monastery if it's not too far.
I mean, it's pretty much on the way.
But your choice. I'm not.
We'll talk it
it
over. We'll
something
let
that-
you know. We'll be there to see you off in the morning anyway, so.
Well, we'll see you then. Once again, thank you.
Before we lose you, quick question.
Yes, the stone.
Oh, yeah, here. There's that.
Actually, keep it. We'll be in touch.
Okay, I'll hang on to that. You don't happen to know anything about military hardware, do you? Specifically, like big treaded tanks and how we might be able to turn them on and ride them around for fun.
I can't say that I do. Daniela, on the other hand, kind of her curiosity piqued. And what is it that you aim to do? What are you inquiring about exactly?
Oh, up at that cave where we found all the snakes that had kidnapped everybody, we found some really cool, like, treaded tank things, but we can't turn
Harrow.
them on.
Literally face palms.
Interesting. Do they have a logo? Any sort of
They're sanctuary
markings?
things.
Their eyes kind of widen. These backwater individuals, pardon no offense, have this kind of military hardware at their disposal.
It's not these people from this town. It's the whatever criminal rebels that were terrorizing this place. They have it.
Well, if you want my advice, I would say leave it be. That would be
I
considered
agree.
contraband, and if anybody sees you with it, I'm sure that you would have the entire might of the military after you asking questions.
What if we wanted to return it to the military? Is there a place we could drive it to drop it off?
I don't think that if you rolled in with that, they would be like, "Oh, you're returning our stuff." They would shoot you and jail you first.
They're like hotline
That's
that
very
we call
inefficient.
in.
They should do one or the other. If they shoot me, they're not going to take me to jail.
Shoot first,
Well,
ask questions
Maybe
later.
get a reward or something for telling them where it is.
And
We
maybe
find
not
black
mention
market.
something like fresh one.
If I were you, I would just leave them be.
Well, sure.
Might
about-
be something more than even you're capable of dealing with.
What about those bikes we found?
Yeah, those are super fun to ride. They have the same logo on them, and they just work because, like, I don't know, they hot-wired them or something.
You might be able to get away with those. But if I think you're talking about if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, that's not available to the public.
What exactly are they used for? If
Let's just say that they're used for getting across difficult terrain rather quickly and moving troops and battalions into hard to reach places. I'm not entirely familiar with their inner workings, but I do know that sanctuary defense is headed up by the ministers of the defense project, which I believe you've probably heard them referenced as the Blotchkin Council. Those are the last people that you want on your bedside.
And
No, I'd
Harrow
really
just
prefer them on
moved.
our good side. There's like, so here's the thing. The big snake guy that did all of the kidnapping was kind of like the ringleader. He kind of escaped. We came really close to killing him, but he was really close to killing us too, so it was kind of a standstill, and he ended up running away. He's still out there, and he was pretty insistent that that wasn't going to be the last we were going to see of him. I don't want to just leave him a couple tanks in case he decides to start shit with us again, because that would be a pain in the ass. So is there like someone we can contact and be like, hey, we found your tanks, they're sitting in this garage at this location, and then he doesn't have them to work with for next time?
Or just burn them.
I think we can do that.
Really bad at that.
I mean, we are. But
We have Monkey who's good at burning.
We could send an anonymous tip that there is military contraband in the hills, but
That would probably end poorly for the people here.
Do you have like explosives? Something like a monkey could carry?
no.
Oh shit.
Why would we carry that?
We'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. We don't inconvenience you guys any more than is necessary.
Well, good luck, and we hope to see you soon.
Of course.
Thank you.
Get up and leave the saloon.
Harrow, you're good with like gunpowder and shit. We took apart some of those bullets, put them in like a bottle. Send Ralph out there, blow that shit up.
I mean, we could try, but it seemed like it was well fortified, and it would probably be better to burn it from the inside.
Yeah.
I'm
but
still 100% in favor of trying to steal him.
he can just like go inside, like sit in the little seats, and like blow the shit up.
I mean, he could technically try, and actually, like, Harrow, you see like the light bulb flick on. I only did get one of those power sources. If potentially Ralph tried to remove the other one, there's a high chance that it will go boom. And if he does well, I get another power source. If he doesn't, then we succeed and we blow them up.
I mean, how hard
It's a
is it to
win-win.
remove? He's kind of a small little monkey.
I mean, you've got to have very steady hands.
Oh, he's dexterous as shit. You've seen him juggle.
Yeah. Shh. That could work.
Ralph! The monkey flies down.
Was he there when I like removed the other
Yeah,
one?
he was with us. So he knows like the
Like-
location and like maybe not what to do,
That's-
but he saw you fiddling around with the thing.
Like, Harrow's just telepathically gonna be like, this is something that we should do behind closed doors, because I don't want multiple people hearing about this.
Yeah, that's fine. Use your telepathy on Ralph. He'll understand. That's how he talks to me.
Does that actually work? I thought it's just a telepathic link with you.
I don't know if we've ever tried it.
You may certainly try.
Alright. Harrow's gonna telepathically try and talk to Ralph.
All right.
Also, I just
How-
want to point out that Lance is probably like, fucking everything talks to me in my brain. This is so normal.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check for Ralph.
Roll up high. Ralph's gonna talk so sophisticatedly to Harrow.
Is your little baby intelligence?
I do say, young Harrow, it's been quite a while since
-3,
anybody
sir.
else other than Lance has talked to me this way.
So that's an
It's
8.
nice having a
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
wonderful to have a decent conversation with someone for once.
Has to have that voice. Exactly.
An 8, Kyle.
I'm
An 8.
Aw.
Just kind of like you're like he's like looking at you. There's enough recognition to know that you're the one speaking.
and I'm not even trying to give like instructions or anything. It's just
Hey, can you
hi,
hear me?
shake my hand.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Just like telepathically, we're like shake my hand just to see. No movement. Okay.
Telepathically, Ralph.
Lance, I think it's
Hey,
I
did
think
you get all
it's
that?
just between you guys.
He seems a little confused.
What'd you tell him? Wait, tell
I
me in my
told him
brain.
to shake my hand. I told him to shake my hand. I think it's just a connection between you two.
Going back,
What if?
because I don't necessarily know if it is or not.
Ralph, what the fuck? That was the easiest instructions ever. Shake my hand.
He does his best.
Go do that to her. What the fuck, man? She's my friend.
He
You know
walks
this.
over and goes to like grabs her finger and like shakes her hand.
What
Harrow
if
shakes her head?
you telepathize the images to Lance, and Lance telepathizes the images to Ralph?
It's like a game of fucking. What was that? Telephone?
Yeah.
What are we on? Like Ralph 4.0?
I believe it's 4.0.
Probably yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
about to be 5.0.
Why don't you like draw a picture of what to do, and I'll show Ralph. I'll just go do it.
Okay. That's also exactly if he was there with us and he saw.
Yeah, but he was probably
Looking for
like
that.
fucking looking for bugs. Little shit's always hungry.
While
Harrow
this is
will, like,
happening,
start sketching.
I'd like
diagrams.
to try to just like very slyly look
Grab
and
the gun.
see if I can see that gun in Harrow's bag.
Make a perception check.
22.
22. You don't see it in Harrow's bag. You do see it on in Lance's bag, like just hanging out of the pocket in Lance's bag, because I believe Lance has it, if I'm not mistaken.
I would like to grab it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
I will guidance myself for this. For a 16.
16.
I was peeing, but Lance wouldn't give a shit. He sees him reaching for his pocket, glances at him. Oh, he's just taking the gun. That's fine. And moves on.
You Lance, you don't see it. Don't think. Harrow, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14. And I am concentrating on like sketching it in.
Yeah, you and Lance are busy. Yeah, nobody notices.
I'm just gonna take it and stick it in my backpack.
I mean, you do see Gerry kind of like bump into you guys, but that's it.
Yeah. I really don't care.
And very nervously go back to drinking.
So I did tell her to take the bullets out so she could show me how to clean it.
You did.
And yeah, and you did say
Gary
like,
doesn't
keep
know
them
that
clean. So at some point,
Yeah. All right. So Gary, you can put a 6-shooter in your inventory.
He's gonna yet again be like, fucking thing's broken.
Yeah. All right. So you once more give your best instructions to Ralph on what to do.
like Harrow's gonna take the time to do it. Because like
Okay.
even though everyone wants it to burn, she really wants that power cell.
Okay.
I will
Like-
send Ralph out with the instructions. But let him know.
Hey, if you don't, like, get it out in one piece, just smash the fucker. When you die, I'll know you did a good job.
And he flies off.
We're giving him the key.
Did you need the key to get the power cell out?
You need the key to get
No.
into the garage.
Need to get the key to get into the garage.
Did we lock it when we left?
Yes.
Ralph's flying
Yes.
out the door.
All right.
I'm sure there's a window.
I mean,
No, Cal
this-
said there wasn't any windows.
this would be
windows now.
something that everyone would know.
I feel like if it
I
is
will give
something
them the
everyone
key
would
if-
know,
Oh,
then yeah,
okay.
I would have said like, we need the key to get in.
Yeah.
You could have forgotten. It's entirely possible.
But Harrow probably wouldn't have.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So.
Like,
I definitely see Lance
Yeah.
forgetting, but Harrow probably would have known
Yeah,
that step of the program.
and
Call
like-
Ralph back. Ralph comes back. He handed
Harrow
the
is
key.
like very insistent on like laying this out of like this has to be done correctly.
The appropriate video being in Here Be Dragons.
Okay. What is Ralph's dexterity mod?
Relatively high, +2,
It's 2.
basically. Uh-oh.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
was taken.
Sorry, no. My bad.
And he's back.
All right. So, Ralph takes off, flies through the saloon doors, and off into the night.
Yes, that is exactly what's happening. Yep.
Good luck with that.
No!
I am Groot.
I am.
Uh,
I am.
Like,
No, I am
it's a
Ralph.
win-win
I am-
either way. If we blow it up, then like everyone gets their way. Harrow, she wants that thing. She's got plans.
She wants
Okay.
the big W.
all right. So, Ralph flies off. I guess we'll find out in a few hours what happens.
If it does explode, do you think it'll be loud enough that we hear it?
Don't know, but it's definitely a test.
Immediately, and we'll all be dead.
What are you guys
Now,
doing for the rest of the
repeat back
evening?
what I just said.
Gary's probably gonna call it a night.
Uh-huh.
Head back to the
I-
hotel.
That's right.
First,
No!
we should discuss what we're doing, though. Are we?
Sleep.
Yes, but tomorrow morning, the Duke leaves. Are we going with him? Are we going with Samkin? Are we giving Samkin the talisman? Are we
Samkin.
retrieving the bikes?
Yes, on the talisman. Yes, with the Duke, because he said there's gonna be a big ass parade and shit. Maybe we could talk to the Duke and be like, yo, touchdown at this Abbey on the way.
Well, that's true. The bikes. Can we get the bikes on the airship?
I don't know if.
Oh,
they're
yeah, that's a
on
good
them
call.
there. Because they obviously have influence, and having stolen material from Sanctuary Defense, she said that like we could technically get away from it, but that would be putting them at risk. And I don't think they really want the risk.
What would the time difference be going back to the Duke on the bikes versus the airship? Obviously, the airship's
Yeah.
gonna be quicker, but
Are we talking about the
because
first set of
we have
bikes
to
or the?
we have to find our way
Yeah, the
back
first
to where the Duke lives from New Raknora anyways. So we're only talking about like saving like a day's worth of travel by riding with the Duke on the airship. And that was walking, so probably not even that much, considering we can ride the bikes.
At via airship, it's sorry.
Well, also, do we even know what the bikes run on?
We
Via
do.
airship, it's only a few hours from Sly's Rest to New Raknora.
yeah, when we first got the
Airship's pretty quick.
bikes, we
So probably like
inspected them all and
15
we
minutes
realized
to
what
the
they
Abbey.
ran off of.
So
What do the bikes run on?
coal.
Oh, so yeah, we can easily resupply the bikes. It's not like they run off of the plutonium power source that you have.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get
It's the
enough
other
coal just in this one town to get there.
Yeah. As far as taking the bikes from New Raknora to Oberland, let's see.
If we take the bikes, that puts the target on our back. They're loud, easily recognizable, and everyone will know where we are.
And difficult to drive.
But they're so much fun, and they're so fast. And they're so
Yeah.
much fun. Besides, it's not like there's people after us.
Yeah, and if we're like just in the middle of the woods, we can do what we did before and stop early. Hide them somewhere.
Yeah, but we go through towns frequently. If we have to skirt towns, then we're skirting resources. It needs coal. We need the coal.
Yeah, but we can probably get everything
Adds
we need
more
here.
time.
Get a bunch of food,
So,
get a bunch
what
of
if-
coal.
What if we get a cart? Because we got what? We're down to 3 bikes now. What if we get a cart that could hold all 3 bikes? And we just have the bear and the pony pull the cart once we get near a town, and we just take the bikes in the cart.
Can Twin
The bikes are huge. The bikes are not going to fit in a cart.
Never mind.
They weigh like, you know, a good. I mean, they're not like huge, but they're bigger than
400
like.
pounds.
Yeah, they still weigh like 300 or 400 pounds. So I mean, theoretically, you could probably get one into a cart and have it towed, or maybe 2. But even then, like that's a lot of weight. You know, for that, I mean, you could have a traction engine pull it, but you know, the roads, especially going like through Lestat and everything else, like they deviate because they don't go through Lestat anymore. And then, but even then, you're like, if you were to ride the bikes, it's like 1,500 miles from New Raknora to Oberland. So
And
you're
Oberland's
looking at a
like-
good.
Sorry, Oberland's like right by Reichenstadt.
No, Oberland is by Lestat. It's south.
Would the airship
like
even
near
have
Wetzel?
space?
No, think more
So-
southeast.
It's
what we could do.
On roll
Right.
20, move the red map
it's
where
oh
he is, and then the blue map where we are.
Oberland is there.
Oh, I see.
And you
No,
guys
cool.
are and you guys are here.
Oh
Alright.
shit. I forget that this is an actual working map all the time.
Yup.
um
All right. But yeah, we could totally like get close there and then hide the bikes on the outskirts of town.
it'll take you about 15
Or-
days if you're
Shit.
driving.
And how much for the plane or the blimp?
Like I think it's like from here to there. You did it before. It was I think it
Like
took you
3 or
4
4
days,
days, yeah.
because of wet weather, but yeah, it's like 2.5 days.
Okay.
So what we could do is we could just leave the bikes here. If we keep the talisman here, it's what, maybe a day's journey from the Abbey to where we hid the bikes, and that could be a good
You could
get out.
store them at the Abbey if you want. I suppose we could probably find a shed or something to put them in.
But
Yeah, we
would
should
that
definitely
get
leave the
me-
bikes where we leave. Like, if we're leaving the thing at the Abbey, we should definitely leave the bikes with the thing in the Abbey.
Yeah,
but
Sam,
would
can
that
you
get
guys have like
guys in trouble?
a storage
As,
facility or something?
And Nagi, your question about, yes, you can get them on an airship to charter, what, how many bikes are there?
Three.
Three. There's
Three.
Three,
left.
you said?
Three left.
left.
So you're looking at about like 1,200 pounds of weight on an airship. Probably going to be expensive. So you can take the bikes, you can drive them, or you can do it. You might be able to get away with it.
I mean, it's the Duke's personal
it
airship,
just-
though, right?
Yeah, it's the Duke's airship.
This
Wouldn't it be-
is not. This is just a chartered airship from New Raknora.
Gotcha.
So
Oh.
yeah, they
Oh.
took the Wheatley system from Oberland, like you guys did, to the Stormlight Athenaeum in New Raknora.
So,
So,
with the airship, would it be able to, I don't know, touch down or something near the Abbey? Like, if we drove there, would they be able to pick us up at the Abbey?
Yeah, that was implied. It was implied.
So, but would that get the Abbey in trouble if Sanctuary Defense happens to roll through and they have
they're
stolen
not
bikes?
going to care about the little motorcycles. They care about the tanks. That's what the Duchess said.
Yeah.
We're still not
Also-
keen on putting them in danger.
Also, if they just
I
have
mean-
like a random shed or something.
Gerry, you I would say you haven't seen like ones like this. These are, obviously new and very nice, but you have seen other implementations of this various sort of thing before in your travels. You've been around the block. You've seen this sort of thing. It's not untoward that somebody has this, but generally it's, it's people with money. Like people with money can afford these sorts of,
It's like a sports car kind of thing.
yeah, basically.
He's been around the block a few times.
So,
According to his prison purse.
what will they find in Gary's prison pocket?
I don't want to know.
I think that needs to be an episode title.
Gary's prison
No.
pocket.
No.
Into the depths.
All right, so we ride the bikes to the Abbey, get picked up with the airship.
They'll probably take your bikes on the airship. By the time you make it to the Abbey, I mean, it would, like, if you rode the bikes, it would probably cut it down to a day. Like from Sly's Rest to New Raknora. But I mean, it's like 5 or 6 hours for the airship to make that same trip. So they would be long gone.
Did
So
Did you
here's
say
the
the airship?
other proposition. Find one of the lightning post offices. Get a message to Captain Minotaur. Tell him that we need some no questions asked cargo space on a ride from New Raknora to Oberland. Ride the bikes to New Raknora, load them onto his airship. We're cool with him. He's not gonna ask any questions or anything. And then we have them in Oberland for whatever we need them for next.
But it might be expensive. And we just got the monies.
Well, it's definitely gonna be expensive. But
I mean,
I
don't
mean,
wanna-
here's the thing. We're not going to be able to just buy more of these really cool toys anywhere else. And I don't want to just leave them out in the middle of nowhere at an abbey.
But the whole reason why Like, if shit goes sideways, and shit always goes sideways, and we need somewhere that we need to get away to, it would be ideal if we had a means of transportation that got us from there quick.
I feel like you're being really negative. Shit has never gone sideways. We've been fine literally 100% of the time.
For you.
The
And
other
I'm
side
glad that your
is
life has worked that way.
I'm talking about as a group, we're pretty badass, and
And I'm talking about being practical.
I mean, we did kind of lose our jobs at the circus.
And
So-
we almost died.
so
yeah,
the
but
other,
we made
that's
like
true.
50 years worth of circus money in a couple weeks by going and finding a stolen kid, and it wasn't even that hard.
also the other side is if we have the bikes, think about how much we'll save on transportation.
Exactly.
Yeah, it might cost a little bit now, but we'll probably save money in the long run.
Or we can just ride them all the way to Oberland. But that's gonna take us like 15 days.
But when is Duke's party? We don't know.
Couple.
Well, if we tell him we're riding bikes to Oberland, then
We can also talk to the Duke, and he said that he would pay for us to get back and everything. No,
I don't
maybe he-
think he said that. He specifically
No.
said that we were responsible for getting back on our own.
Yeah, he said we have to charter our own way back.
but he might like.
We could ask
Help
the
out.
captain of airship how much it costs for to put the bike on just to Abbey, a very short distance. Might be very cheap. Ish.
I mean,
Known
we just saved
spells.
his-
Do I know message?
he just saved his kid, and he's throwing us a
We
parade.
have the sending
I don't
stone.
think he'd mind cashing out a couple more
Yeah, but
gold.
the sending stone only talked to the Duke. I'm looking to send a message to
Oh,
the Minotaur
Leopard?
captain. Yeah, I do not know message. So we'd have to rely on the lightning post.
Didn't you also sleep with him?
Oh yeah.
So maybe he'll give us a discount.
He seemed like he
We
enjoyed
all
it very much.
earned our passage on that ride.
Some with
more
labor
than
and
others.
some with their prison pocket. Also, he's probably eating better now, so he's probably in a better mood.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
I want to keep the bikes.
Yeah, I think.
If for no other
Um,
reason than they're super cool and I want to keep the bikes.
Agreed.
Like keep it honest at all times, or have access to
Yeah.
it.
No, just keep
Harrow-
them with
So,
us.
not only the fact that they're awesome,
Harrow is in favor of a bug out plan.
but not
Of the
only
which
the
plan?
fact that they're awesome, but they also will probably
out.
save us money in the long run. Does it cost
Oh,
us
100%. It's
150
so
gold to
expensive
get
to
here?
travel.
And a couple of days versus 150 gold? I'd rather take the couple of days, you know?
Yeah, like if we're going places and we're not super pressed for time, the bikes are way more efficient than taking airships everywhere.
Oh, we
Agreed.
should definitely talk to the Duke before we make any formal
And
decision.
it was like
on that.
150 gold for the train, not even like the airship, so.
What do we need to talk? We already talked to the Duke.
Well, I mean, we didn't. Was it a free ride just for us, or to the?
They're only getting us as far as New Raknora, which is a day's travel by foot from where we are now. 3 days travel?
3 days
Okay.
travel by foot. It took you 3 days to get here.
Oh, I'm so confused. Sorry, I thought he was giving us an airship to Oberland for some reason. My bad.
No.
Where is New Raknora on the map?
It's right north of Sly's Rest. Like very
it's
close.
it's
3 days.
basically it's
Pretty much like right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can't. I'm not zooming in enough. My eyes are not good enough for this map. Where's my magnifying glass?
The big map open at all times, so just so I know where everything is.
yeah.
So-
I mean, there's one pinned in the
Yeah,
Project 4
the-
Discord. So
Because I'm always confused about everything in life.
Yeah,
and
like where
Well, it's
where is
all
everything?
on this map already, so I'm like, I don't need the other one. And then, which one of these blurry white lines? Is
yeah,
New
that's what I'm
Raknora?
looking for.
So New Raknora is not even on the way back to Oberland. What if we just rode out to the monastery, chilled there with Samkin for like an afternoon, and then drove straight from there to Oberland? Because New Raknora is kind of in the opposite direction of where we're trying to ultimately get to. That gives us a couple weeks to get to Oberland. They said they need at least that much time. So we'll just tell them, like, expect a party in 3 weeks.
So, I mean, yeah, you can do that. You can also see if someone. You can also try chartering the bikes and seeing, you know, like if you can find an airship or a train or whatever else to get you to Oberland. Yeah.
Oh wait, so I was confused, right? Was the airship that the Duke was offering from
Slice Rest to New Raknora.
Oh, okay. And then from
He's offering to get you guys back into the city so that you can like find a way to arrange travel
to anywhere we
from
want
there.
to go.
Yeah, from there.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's like nothing.
I mean, the nice thing about that is that it's a travel hub, so he'll get us to the place where we can charter our own transportation. Because it's not like we can get an airship from where we are right now.
And so, I mean, the other thing you could do is just go straight to New Raknora, because the monastery is actually only like 4 hours from. It's only like half a day walking, from New Raknora.
Yeah,
So you could also try, see what happens, and then
I
make
say
a decision
we
from there.
definitely get the bikes to New Raknora, feel our options out, and if we have to, we'll just drive the bikes to Oberland.
Alright, that works for me. That sounds good.
Cool. That's the
I
plan.
like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. All right. So everybody goes to sleep.
No. I go back to my room. I
You
do
go
not
back
to
to-
sleep.
Okay.
I sit there in my underwear for probably 45 minutes practicing my quick draw.
Oh my goodness.
Now, where are you drawing
Okay.
it from? The prison pouch?
No, I was kind of strapped into my waistband of my underpants.
You're all gangster-like. It's like right tucked in the front.
No, I just
yeah.
got it on the side.
I got it on the side. It gets snagged like every time. So like with my left hand, I'm basically like holding my pants open so that I can quick draw with my right hand, doing one of these. And I do that for a little while, and then I just start like aiming it at different things in the room and pretending to pull the trigger, but never actually pulling the trigger. And finally, my curiosity just gets the absolute best of me. Couple hours in, I look out the windows, point like way over the town, so there's no possible chance I can hit anything. Up in the hills, back where we came from, and I will pull the trigger.
All right, this time you know to cock it at least. So you pull the hammer back, pull the trigger, and you kind of instinctively flinch because you know it like it's coming, and you just nothing. Empty.
Okay.
Does
I
he
think
do
it's
the
at this
remote
point
thing
we're
where he
gonna
like
find
shakes
out.
it?
What happens with Ralph?
That is good.
Make a perception check, Gerry.
That's a 7 plus 4, 11.
Okay. Well, you don't see anything. Lance, you do feel that connection with Ralph just terminate.
Oh, shit. Success!
Like peeks up, he got it back?
No, he died. So they're probably in flames.
You had to make 2 checks. He rolled a natural 20 for his dexterity check to use the key to open the door. So he managed to get in, but then he rolled a 6 on his dexterity check to get the power source out of the buggy.
Oh man.
All right, before I go to bed, and my last spell slot, resummon Ralph. 5 point out.
Yeah, he just like immediately
He just
assaults.
shows
like,
up with just like black ash all over his
Yeah,
face,
like a
and his
couple-
hair blown back.
Yeah.
Like a Looney Tunes.
Ironically, a few whiskers are still kind of like curled up, and he looks very angry.
Mentally.
Did you blow him up?
It kind of sends that image across to you. Is like sitting there wiggling, and then there's this, and then just white, and then that's it.
Fuck yeah, little dude. High five.
Did it the entire building, or?
I'm blew up.
Good enough for government work.
There was a white
Harrow
flash,
just gets
and
some-
that was the end of Ralph.
Harrow gets like some cold sweats after that of like, I came close.
Flew too close to the sun.
Just like glances at her pack real fast of like, gotta keep an eye on that thing.
Just got a giant propane tank full of nitroglycerin strapped to your back everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Good job, little dude. When we wake up, I'm getting you like banana and some waffles.
Just kind of slip down.
Don't do that shit. You know I love you.
Some peanuts out of her
And
pocket.
just kind of hops back on your shoulder as you kind of like settle back in to go to sleep.
Perfect.
Gary's doing the same exact stance in his bedroom, just staring at the pistol.
It's just
Kick
laid
it
out
off
on the
the bed
floor.
and go to
Yeah, it's
sleep.
just like there at the edge of the bed, just staring
Dejected.
at it, fuming.
As he kicks it off, some residue gunpowder goes off.
You hear like some clattering from a couple rooms over as you guys are all settling in and going to sleep.
Check on the power source.
Okay, it's still there. Get it? It's kind of got this gooey kind of gelatinous, kind of sloshing to it. Like it seems to never kind of break cohesion, but it just kind of
Is it
glitters.
warmer or?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. We're gonna like get up on that airship, reach atmosphere, and it's gonna go boom.
Ralph,
Who knows? I mean, and who knows even what this is? So
Ralph, you get to sleep in the bed tonight. Come on.
just curls up down at the foot of the bed, like at your feet. Tail curls around, like kind of fluffs his wings up a little bit, and just snuggles and settles down. Alright, so, guys, I'll get your long rest.
Speaking of familiars, did you see the new Blink puppy?
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute.
And you guys all wake up the next morning feeling sore, but better.
When I take a long rest, does Koshka get all her hit points back as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, because it's not automatic. Just
If
double
if
check.
you hit the long rest and then hit confirm, it should automatically update it. If not, then you can manually. But it should through D&D Beyond. So at the very
Yeah, it
top.
didn't. It didn't do it, which I don't think so. Let me double check. Yeah, it doesn't. I have to manually do it.
Oh, we're
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we see the sun beginning to come up over the horizon, early morning. It's a bit of spotted clouds, but for the most part, it looks like it's going to be a clear day.
All right. First things first, I guess we go get the bikes and then head back.
Okay. So head back. As you guys get the bikes.
Can I run before we go grab the bikes? I just want to sprint over to that secondhand store, the general store here, real quick.
Okay.
Bullets.
Oh, welcome, son. What can I do for you?
Hi, real fast, before I'm missed. Do you have any bullets?
Like for a bow and arrow or something a
If
little
like a
stronger?
pistol, I'll pull it out and just set it on the table. Like
Ooh.
it's something that would fit in one of these.
Oh. Let's see. Well, I might have a few left. Them snake fellas cleaned me out of most all that already. Give me a minute. Let's see if I can't have a look around. Goes off. Okay. Does come back. Sorry, this is all I got. He's got like, I don't know, like a quarter of a box left. There's probably about 15 shots left.
Oh, fucking take him.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, also, do you have any platinum rings?
I'm no jeweler, son. I just sell clothes and some general goods. You might try up in the city. They got lots of shops to probably sell what you need up there.
All right, fine. And I'll take a cowboy hat.
All right. All right, so I think that's gonna be $2 silver for the hat and 90 gold for the 15 bullets.
90 gold
Well,
for 15 bullets.
stock's in short supply, son.
That's outrageous.
That's 6 gold a bullet.
That's
These little
insane.
beauties ain't cheap.
I'll get some in the city. Forget them. I'll take the hat though.
Thank you for your business.
Just so you know, we killed everybody around here that's gonna ever want those. So, good luck getting rid of them. 6 gold a bullet.
You'd say it's highway robbery.
All right. So you guys managed to, well, not find bullets like you wanted. Well, you did, but expensive. All right. Managed to find the bikes parked where you left them. Managed to recover them easily enough. It does take a little bit for the engines to warm up before the steam is starting to produce enough before they're, it takes about 15 minutes for the engines to warm up before you're ready to go. And then, especially from just sitting at a cold start for long. And then you guys are off and ready to go. Takes you about an hour to get back. You can see the airship is kind of picked back up from wherever it was docked and is kind of just sitting there waiting at the edge of town as you guys kind of all roll back in.
We'll ask if we can get a ride as far as New Raknora.
All right, well, wasn't part of the deal, but I'm sure that we can get it taken care of. The Duke just kind of snaps his fingers and they lower a ramp into like the midsection of the airship, and just kind of cargo doors part, and you guys are able to drive the bikes up into the ramp, into the interior, where they're stored and then kind of chained to the floor, to keep them stable.
It would be a huge shame to leave all of this evidence behind.
Well, those are quite fancy. Maybe I'll have to see about purchasing one myself. I think I would.
Do you want to go for a little spin? We've got time while they're loading the rest of them. Just want to ride around for a little bit.
Would you mind?
Oh, please.
No, they're fucking awesome. Do you want help?
But it could. I've ridden a few other models. Nothing this new before, though. Gets on and just kind of takes off and drives around, kind of goes to the edge of town, disappears for a couple minutes, and comes back. His already kind of crazy hair is just now windswept and just completely out of, order all over before he comes back. Kind of parks back and waits for somebody else to drive it.
I'm just standing on the tarmac with the Duchess as he's driving. I'm just like, you're a very lucky woman.
That's fucking sweet, right?
And she was getting used to us, and now it's just like, like, do I have to fight you for my husband?
Hey, Lady Duke, you want to try it?
Oh, no. But thank you.
I can drive it. You can just like kind of be on the back, let your hair flow.
That's quite unladylike, but I appreciate the offer.
No problem. Let me know when you want to. You can even do like little side saddle things so your skirt doesn't fly up. No offense, Duke.
Don't take it. Thank you. That was quite fun. I'll have to look about getting me one of these.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't even aware these were on the market yet.
Super great.
You looked fucking awesome too. Chicks will love it. No offense, Lady Duke.
Well, she's just fucking icy, her icy blue eyes just throwing daggers at you, Lance.
Sure, I meant you. My bad.
So, eventually you get the bikes squared away, and the airship rumbles to life as it goes drifting off into the sunset, or the sunrise. So. Oops.
Oh, those poor people.
That's weird. Anyways,
It was working.
the airship sound?
Yeah.
I heard it. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not playing for me. Weird. I guess I'll reload.
Yeah, I don't hear it either. Is it in roll 20?
Mm-hmm.
I hear it.
I hear it.
Yep.
How strange.
Peculiar. Oh, there you go. Yeah, reloading worked.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's the same sound I make when I go up the stairs too fast.
So, the steam belting out of the engines from the giant bronze smokestacks of this multi-sailed ship begins to lift off and gracefully float through the sky. This is much different than Phasmus's air barge. This is a little bit more expedient. It's a lot. Yeah, it's pretty much there's filigree and just all sorts of accoutrements to everything. It's very, regal finery, just all in the accents on board. In the metal, like in the metal work that down the railing to the, like the designs, kind of this floral pattern that's down the hull of the ship. You guys take off. Just stand about, just kind of milling about. The rest of the crew is kind of bustling about, messing with the masts and the sails, and the turbine outputs from the 4 propellers below that keep the ship aloft as it just glides through the air towards New Raknora.
Is there an observation deck?
You're standing on it.
Is there brunch?
If you try to summon lightning to a fucking airship, I will throw you overboard.
There actually are a few little small telescoping lenses that sit on the railing at different points around, so you can actually kind of walk up and kind of sightsee and peer out, and you kind of extend them, and you can see off into the distance on the horizon. You can see these vast landscapes of rolling plains and hills, like little villages and towns just kind of spattered all across. Even got a couple ruins out in the distance. There are mimosas that are served to everyone on board. The butlers come out with, in their finery, carrying silvered platters of various cocktails and drinks that you find appropriate to drink in the morning.
Hey, do you guys have bananas and waffles?
We can have something arranged for you, sir. And the steward heads below deck. Kind of get meal. There's pastries and breads, kind of continental breakfast sort of thing. But they do manage after probably about 30 or 45 minutes, come back and from scratch, steaming hot, whiffs of steam drifting off from this kind of the waffle and butter and syrup and fresh banana that's sliced and each slice has kind of been floured and cut very nicely, just for presentation. Presentation is very nice.
See, Ralph, I told you, you're a fucking war hero. Eat up.
Eats the banana.
Let me go see if I can find Little Duke.
Okay. Clinging to his mother's side, as she's kind of, pointing, oh, if you look out over there, but just kind of showing some sights. He's giddy with excitement.
Hey, buddy, do you want to see something really cool?
Yeah.
Let me show you a trick. And I'll take him out to the bow of the airship and pull out my bag of ball bearings and just set them on the ground in front of him and take one out and just throw it up into the direction that we're going and just wait and try to catch it as it falls back.
All right. Make a dexterity check.
Natural 1.
He just he just laughs at you.
Ow. Yeah, they're really hard to see. It works way better with a ball or something. But all I have is ball bearings. So be careful. Don't hurt yourself, or your mom's gonna skin us alive or something.
She's just sitting there, very intently watching, and not letting him too far out of her sight.
But I'll teach him how to throw ball bearings off the front of the ship and try to catch them as they come back in.
I would say probably the course of this more end up going over the edge of the ship than coming back.
It's okay, I got 1,000 of them.
I hope there's nobody below. So, Dad, what do you think? Dad!
Wilhelm screams from below us the entire ride.
Yeah. Just bleeding from the temple.
There's been the
Oh.
sword incident, now the ball bearing incident. Just
Wow.
murdering villagers as we travel.
In other news, villagers are perplexed as
We're
ball
throwing
bearings
ball
fell from the
bearings.
sky.
And sees this comes
Yeah.
along and just starts chucking his sword overboard.
Metal rain kills 3.
So I wasn't paying attention. Did you basically like Empire State Penny a bunch of folks?
Yep.
Unintentionally, but probably.
If he wanted to, I would let Little Duke throw my sword over.
As soon as you pull the sword and try, Daniela stops it. No. That's too much excitement. Come on, Phelan. Let's go below decks and lounge about.
Next time, little dude. Next time.
I'll totally do it.
I'd
We're
give
gonna
Gerry.
be like,
Gerry can throw it over.
we're gonna be those crazy aunts and uncles that aren't related to the family, but are always love to be around by the kids.
Right?
Don't
Gerry,
like it.
knowing that he has a repertoire of healing spells prepared, is going to look around and see if the rest of the deck is pretty much clear. Of important people, at least.
Yeah, there's a few workers, but there's like a handful of people.
I'm just gonna scream, "Heads up!" and try to do exactly what I was doing with the ball bearings with the sword.
Oh my god. Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Notoriously bad at throwing swords, though. So let's see
18.
what happens. Oh.
Okay. So you... Alright, it looks good, but you chucked it, and it's spinning. So now it's spinning, and you're heading towards it. So go ahead and make another dexterity check.
6.
It just from the top of your forehead, down your face, splitting your bottom lip right in two, and down, cutting your robe and your shirt, just one big furrow down the front of you. Okay, that's going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
Ow! I caught it.
And it's like stuck, like in your midsection, like finally finding purchase, just stuck.
Gerry, what the fuck? Oh, summon my
Pull it
sword.
out.
Yeah, you got to like grab it and it just vanishes. It's just blood just.
God's above and below, Gerry. When are you gonna learn to throw a sword?
The bomb of peace.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure Yuri would approve of that one.
That was almost really cool. We definitely need to work on that.
Yeah, next time don't just overhand throw it because it's gonna start spinning.
Yeah, maybe a spear would work better than a sword. Or maybe if I just throw the sword like a spear.
Maybe.
Next time.
All right. So
I'm
you
gonna
guys-
spend the remaining time on this venture teaching Gerry how to throw a sword.
Okay. Do your best.
How many spell slots should I mark off for healing?
Yeah. Both of you make performance checks.
Guidance.
Natural 1 with a +0.
Guidance.
I'm not guidancing this.
I got a 12. Plus what's my performance? -1. 11.
All right. So You manage to get a couple good throws. You catch one. You also slice your arm pretty badly. So 1 heal spell for Lance. Gerry attempts it another couple times, determined that he's going to get it, before eventually just outright impaling himself with the sword. He throws it like a spear, but there's still enough wind and draft that it
I throw
causes
like a
it
spear
to...
backwards, and it just comes straight
Yeah,
backwards.
yeah. It just kind of catches the air and just comes straight back, and you're like, you try to do the thing where you catch the blade and it just right into the chest. So go ahead and mark off another 2 heal spells for yourself.
Okay.
Hey Gerry, you got a new boomerang. It came back.
Yeah. The rest of the crew has just given a completely wide berth. The deck is just splintered in a few spots where the sword has impacted and carved like long furrows from the ship, and then the sword impacting. You can see the captain and the bosun giving dreadful glares in your guys' direction. They're not saying anything, but they're definitely just fuming.
Gerry,
I
why the fuck
will
didn't we think
give
about
up
throwing it
after
off?
getting impaled, and I will spend the rest of the trip casting mending to repair the deck.
Gerry, why the fuck didn't we think of throwing it off the back of the ship?
Because it wouldn't come back to us that way.
It's not a boomerang.
The whole point is to try
I know
to
your
catch it.
boomerang broke, but this is not a boomerang.
Well, yeah,
Not
but when you're
heavy.
on a moving airship, it basically is. Next time we go to a store, we should definitely buy like a soccer ball or something though.
What the fuck, soccer?
Yeah, it's called football.
A footy.
They have footlongs on this ship.
It's like playing fantasy lawn darts right now.
All right. So, after a few hours of these hijinks, you do see the kind of the buildings, the kind of rounded, rotund kind of shapes of new Raknora's architecture slowly starting to materialize. After about another 30 minutes, you guys eventually set down and berth at the air dock. That kind of sits up above, and then there's ramps, like a spiraling ramp that kind of comes down, and sets of stairs that kind of come off. There's a few elevators also that or like there's a couple freight elevators that sit on like at either side, and then a couple like personnel elevators that also descend off the like the raised platform as well.
On a side note, Gerry and I should never be left to our own devices.
Right. So you guys disembark. The Duke kind of makes his way down, and all right, well, we're off to head home. We'll see you hopefully soon. Plan on a couple weeks before preparations are all in order. We have to send out invites and make sure that all the bits and bobs are taken care of for an event of such nature. So plan on it being a couple of weeks.
A couple weeks sounds perfect. We're gonna need at least 14 days, probably more, to make our way back to Oberland.
There was also one other small matter. Thankfully, I wasn't incurred any extra fees, but you have been banned from this ship.
That's
Indefinitely.
reasonable. Yeah, I can understand that.
Something about swords being tossed willy-nilly. I didn't really get into the details. But anyways, I'll see you soon.
Wonderful.
They head off into the elevator and descend.
We'll grab our bikes and
you gotta wait for the freight elevator, and then you can make your way down with the vehicles. You do see there are a couple other airships that are docked. There's one air barge and one other airship, and then this one. One of the you can see like a couple other like smaller vehicles. An attraction engine is being offloaded from the air barge. So you kind of get the idea that this isn't uncommon for people to transport their own transportation. This one, like the one that they're offloading, it's kind of this retro kind of look to it. It's very well polished to this mirror sheen. Its wheels are a little bit smaller, like it's still like, and it also has like 2 treads in the center. It's kind of unusual, kind of clunky sort of thing, and they sit there and have to crank it on the front to get the engines to start before it kind of takes off and then slowly trundles towards the freight elevator.
We don't recognize any of the other airships, do we?
No.
2 minutes.
The other 2 airships that are there. Oh shit. The airship the guys came in on was called the Calypso. The other one, the air barge, is called the Spire, and then the third quad copter style airship, the 4 propeller airship, sitting on the other end of the dock at the berth, is called the Storm Herald. And you can see it, that one, like the other, like the Calypso is pretty nice, and the Spire is, your average fare for like an air barge, but the Storm Herald is it's a little weathered. Is probably a nice way to put it.
I feel like we should have the person who doesn't have negatives in charisma go talk to them.
Which one of us would that be?
Not you or I.
I got 0.
I think 0 is our best charisma. I've got 0 too.
I'm looking Medved up.
Oh my
now.
god, is Arkhann the face? Is he our front man?
Medved also has a -1, so looks like Archon's the man.
What am I doing again?
Ask about prices.
To Oberland. Ask them how much it would cost for us plus 1,200 pounds of freight to Oberland.
Okay, I think I got it.
Do you want me to write it down?
Please.
I will.
I can read.
Do you have any of those like little cards? He loves to read those.
Yeah, I will pull out my stack of note cards and pictogram what I want him to
Okay.
say.
Okay. So
Arkhann's gonna take take the pictogram cards, go up to the area of the Storm Herald, and and try and negotiate the best way he knows how.
Okay.
By
So-
intimidation.
as you're walking up, there's you see this kind of short, scraggly haired gnome. His beard is kind of parted and maybe partially burned off on one side, and missing like a little bit of one eyebrow. Kind of currently speaking to an older gentleman who then kind of walks off. And just kind of like saunters past and heads off down towards the stairs and the ramps. And then Arkhann walks up. Yes? Are you here about the job?
What job?
I'm looking for a crew. I've got a job.
You You need crew. I have friends that need passage. We also have cargo. Heavy cargo.
What you got?
Looks 1,200 pounds.
And what is it?
Evil machines.
Ah, right. They, well, I need some crew because, well, I'm leaving here, and then, I'm gonna make a quick stop for some salvage, and then we're heading to Delore.
Is that anywhere near Oberland?
Yeah, it's not too far away.
Well, that sounds great.
I don't know if I'm there or not, but can I? Oh, it's the one that's right above it.
We are not there.
Yeah, but Delore is the one that's right
I
above
moved
it.
the blue
Okay.
flag.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you in? How many you got?
Me and 4 others.
Pay's good.
We get paid for this?
Yeah, you help me get some salvage, and you get your cut.
Okay, I'll go tell my friends. This is even
So-
better.
250 ahead.
251.
Gold.
Well, we're getting paid?
That's how much you make.
Okay. Guys, I found us a ship.
Sweet. Let's go.
There is no way. All right, sure, fuck it.
Gerry, you won't believe it. We're actually going to get paid to ride in the ship.
That sounds like fun.
Fuck yeah, let's do this.
I don't need any more questions than that.
The guy, he comes like, what? These are your friends?
Yeah.
All right. Kind of checks this little timepiece that's like clicking around, like on his wrist. I got a few hours. I'd like to leave tonight. Is that fine?
That's perfect.
What's the
Where's your cargo?
equivalent-
I'll load it for you. Is those him? Oh, this is gonna make it better. Even more. You guys are worth it.
What's
That's that.
He whistles, and then like some of his crew come like trundling over.
Harrow's gonna insight immediately.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, what's the equivalent of cocaine in D&D? Because I'm pretty sure this guy's on it.
He's a little out there for sure.
Some
So
methed out
as
trucker.
Seriously.
Truck stop.
He's got those caffeine pills.
As soon as
Caffeine pills.
like he gets really excited about the bikes, Harrow's just like, don't like it. 22 to insight.
Oh, shit.
All right, and you kind of looking him up and down. What are you looking at? Like like tries to smooth his beard down a little bit. I got something in it. As far as you could tell, he seems to be completely off his rocker. But uh-oh, she's got to go. Something happened.
Shit.
Oh,
Plugging in the headphones.
it died.
Oh.
Yeah.
She pooped herself.
You back?
Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
My
Yeah.
headset like died immediately.
I think you have an emergency backup headset on hand
Yeah.
instead of a charger.
Well, it
I mean,
won't
I used to do
work,
that
like,
shit.
It turns off when the charger is on.
That's a mild one used to
Oh,
do
that's
too.
shitty.
He seems to be just like completely off his rocker, but for the most part, like as far as you can tell, he seems to be like completely sincere. He's very excited that you guys have like this transportation. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Can I do an
You
insight
load
specifically to
those-
see if he's gonna steal our shit?
Go ahead.
Ooh, a 19.
Sorry, where's my manners? I'm Osbert.
Plus 0. 19.
Harrow. You should just shakes his hand.
Just eagerly, just pumping your hand up and down.
What race is this
So
kid?
she like pulls him in.
No.
Like he's going for it. She just like pulls him in. You do not take apart those bikes. Except to load them. You do not tinker with them. No inspections.
All right. You drive a hard bargain.
With a 19, do I expect him to try to take apart the bikes?
Go ahead and make an intimidation check, Harrow.
Can I aid in that?
If Lance is behind me.
Because I just did an insight on him, so.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right.
Just Lance, arms crossed, standing behind Harrow. The imposing figure blotting out the sun behind him.
A 12.
Hey, yeah. I heard you the first time.
With my insight roll, did it seem like he wants to steal our shit?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to steal it, but he's kind of like drooling
Just
over
eyeing it,
them.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, come on, guys. Stop giving him a hard time.
That's good
He's
enough for
paying
me.
us to ride.
What was your name?
Osbert.
Asberg. I'm Lance. This is Harrow.
Osbert.
Asbert.
Osbert.
Asbergs.
With an O.
Iceberg.
Osbert.
Honestberg.
Ah, this one doesn't have ears.
God damn it. Speak common.
And what are you fine. I expect you all back here after the sun sets.
Fucker, we're here now. Let's go.
I'm not ready yet.
God damn it. What do you need?
I would also like to pick up a few things in town.
We also
Sam,
have
could-
to
I
keep
would
them
like
safe.
to go home. Please.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Everybody needs something.
How much do we get paid a head, you say?
$250.
What about Bear? Does Bear get money?
Oh.
Bear
Make a
is strong.
Make a persuasion check.
What about Ralph?
Ralph ain't shit. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, not that one. Not that one.
He has hands.
18.
18. Is it big? It's pretty big. It's strong. Yeah,
They can pull
I
things,
gave you
too.
50 gold for the bear.
Deal.
All right, it better pull its weight.
Oh, it pulled weight. Oh, yeah. Big bear.
Ralph, do your trick.
And I'm going to roll an intimidation check for Ralph while he throws poo.
At who?
Asperg, which I definitely don't know his name.
Osbert.
That's a 9.
Unlike you, you only get 225.
You son of a bitch. Ralph, throw more poo.
Hey, you're asking for it. I'm gonna kick you up. Your friends can come. He can't come.
Fuck you, little guy.
Iceberg, I promise he is a really nice guy.
Well,
He's just had.
it
a hell
doesn't
of a
seem that
morning.
way.
There will
I've
be
had a hell
no
of a
more
day.
poo flinging the entire time. I promise.
Jesus. God's above below. Ralph, go clean up your poo.
I'm watching you. Walks back, cleaning his beard, wiping shit from the side of his face, and trundles back off into the middle section of the Storm Herald, where the rest of the crew is now takes the bikes from the Calypso and handing them off from the crew of the Calypso, and
I
then
will-
just loading them adjacently onto the other.
I will just take Iceberg's hand and kiss the top of it. I'm Gerry, captain of the Mile High Club.
Are
We
you
will
trying to
see you at
this?
dusk.
I'm Osbert. let's see. I forget my last name. It's Tillman. Yeah, Osbert Tillman, and I'm the captain of the Stormhill.
We will see you at dusk, Iceberg.
All right. Wipes the back of his hand.
I will drag Lance away towards the city.
Arkhann's gonna follow just with a big shit-eating grin because he did good.
Fucking no respect for monkeys around here.
So, should we take Samkin back first and then go shopping, or what?
I don't need shit.
I also-
Samkin, let's go.
And I'll grab.
I also would like to check
Wait,
on
did
the
they
Serepheth.
load all the bikes first? Because I'll just.
Yeah,
take a-
they're currently loading the bikes because there's a little bit of other cargo that they have on the berth.
Can I
like,
take
waiting
one
be loaded
to
as well.
drop Samkin off with before they load him?
Osbert relents, but he lets you take it.
Don't worry, it'll be quick. Let's go, Samkin. Oh, hey, Larry, give me the thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here. I'll peel it off of the scroll.
Oh. Okay. Give it to Samkin.
Have we read? Oh. Have we read the instructions?
We know how it
doing it
works.
right?
Yeah, we know how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll head off to the
Easy
abbey with
enough to do.
Samkin.
Fair
All right.
travels, Samkin.
He takes each of you by your hand individually, like gives you a clasp on the back.
Can
Thank
Harrow
you.
come too?
Special question: what has Harrow been doing with this pigeon this whole time?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about the pigeon.
Harrow, were you in the poison cloud?
No.
You were.
Oh, was she?
That pigeon is dead.
I think she was out of it because she was on like the waterfall edge. I don't think she was ever in it
Where'd
because
she-
remember the snakes tried to go get her and she was all the way up high.
I think I was for a smidge.
She was. I think she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I had a round in it.
Yeah,
'cause
that
I
that
moved
pigeon.
out of it.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, the pigeon is a gunner.
Okay. But I would also like to come with them to the Abbey.
Okay.
And she's light enough. She could fit.
Okay. So, Samkin and Harrow.
Didn't we
and
do
I
this
set up.
already? Like Samkin was on the back and she was in the front. We've already done this. So
Alright, so you guys head off. As a point of order, though, the tank on your actually, where? Let's see.
Our coal sickle.
I think I wrote it down. I guess they're just steam cycles. As you're aware, you're sitting at about a quarter of the coal tank.
I would have
Of your
made
boiler.
it a point before we left Sly's reach rest. Jesus, every time.
Slides rest.
To
that's
get
like
enough
that, right?
coal to get us to where we need to go.
Okay, yeah, I would say that they probably just give it to you, considering. So would have at least refueled that. But I mean, at most, it's a few gold worth of coal.
If you want me to take the gold out, I will. I don't care. It's just
No.
something I would've
They
done.
would have given it to. They would have given it freely. So.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys head off towards the Abbey. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Shopping
I'll-
trip.
Yeah, I'll take Arkhann and Medved on a shopping trip.
Okay.
I
So
don't
what are
know
you guys
which,
looking for?
I need a jeweler that has 2 platinum rings worth 50 gold apiece.
Okay. I'd say that's probably like you spend a little bit of time, but make an investigation check, just so I know about how long this takes.
Natural 1! Jesus Christ, that's 3!
Okay. You spend a good hour. I mean, you're not very familiar with this city. It's not one of your usual stops from the troop. It's a little bit out of the way. So It takes you a little bit. Eventually, you do manage to find some directions and find a jeweler. Easy enough to purchase.
I will mark off 100 gold. And then I want to find bullets.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another investigation check.
9.
9. Okay. So it takes you probably about 20 minutes or so before you find a shop. That sells like, gunpowder and things of that nature. Very dusty, soot-covered human kind of steps forward, large black apron. You can see his one hand is entirely mechanical.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
I found this, and I'll set the gun on the table.
Okay.
And it's not working. So I feel like it probably needs bullets.
Picks it up. That'd be a good place to start.
Do you have some?
I've got a few. It'll fit this, at least, yeah. I think I might have something that works.
How much are they?
Okay. Let's see. You can get a box 25 for 8 gold.
Oh my god, done. Can I get 2 boxes?
Let's see if I have another. He heads off to the back. Yeah, he comes back. I got one more box. That's it. You clean me out.
Done. Adding 50 bullets.
Now, just be careful there, son. Don't put your eye out with that thing. Do you need any extra spare gunpowder for your travels, or
How much does that cost? Yes, I do, but
I can give you a canister. Probably about 10 gold.
that seems reasonable. Is that reasonable? Insight check.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, seems pretty reasonable. You're not you're not very well versed in this, but he has a nice friendly smile at least.
I'll take it.
Well, now just be careful with that. That's well, don't put it near any hot stuff. Kind of holds his mechanical hand up and learn that the hard way.
How many pounds of gunpowder am I buying?
It's probably, it's just like a small little powder keg. So it's probably about 2 pounds of gunpowder.
Why is Gerry the type of person I can imagine lighting his farts and then something really bad happening?
Yeah, like city slickers.
All right.
Okay.
Do you happen to have any boomerangs?
Oh. No, that I don't. There's a weaponsmith up the street just a little ways. You can't miss it. They might have what you're looking for.
Okay. What about, like, alchemist's fire?
Oh. Well. Let's see.
Between me and Gerry, we can like nuke a city. Like you've got gunpowder and alchemist fire, and I've got a bomb.
Actually, if you're looking for that kind of thing, you might want to try Mother Magdalene's shop, Boyle's Town.
Okay, we'll stop by there too. You have been amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you for your patronage. I'll see you around.
Head over to the weaponsmith.
Okay. Easy enough to find.
Do you
And if
have
you
any
guys-
metal rods?
I was peeing, but I wanted to add Ralph to the nuking of towns.
So yeah, this plentiful supply of boomerangs of all shapes, colors, sizes. They're about a gold apiece.
A gold apiece?
A gold apiece.
I'll get 10.
Shit. Okay, so you buy 10 boomerang. Gary's just going on a spending spree. He is flush.
What about metal rods?
A silver? What kind of metal are you looking for?
One that conducts electricity.
So steel. You need a steel rod.
Yes.
Easy enough. Wow, 5 silver.
I'll take. $5.
25 silver. 2.5 gold.
Puts down 3.
Oh my god, Arkhann, I'm so proud of you.
I'm doing good today. Found a job.
So you find now how long I can have these cut for you in just a minute. How long you want them?
About as long as my arm. I'm just gonna hold my arm out.
All right, so about 4 feet. All right, easy.
All right.
Here, like scraping and grinding. It comes back probably about 5 minutes later and gives you your four
Lightning rods?
five lightning rods.
Yep.
And then I inquire if he has any magic bows of any kind.
No, not here. I'm just a simple weaponsmith. You could always try Walter's Mart. They have lots of general goods, knickknacks, some occasional magic things, who's or what's it's and whatever. But that's not my specialty. I'm no enchanter.
Thank you.
What about, like, armor?
What kind do you need?
What kind do you have?
Oh, we got some scale mail, we got leather, we got some padded armor. There's some synthetic blends. If you don't want actual leather.
Do you have, like,
Sasha.
a breastplate?
Let's see. I do. I've got one.
What'll something like that run me?
About 400 gold.
That's a lot.
Excuse me.
I'll stick with the scale mail. But thank you for checking. I appreciate it.
Have you changed your mind? Open all day.
What about, like, a footy?
Come again?
A footy? No, kick it around.
Oh, Walter's Mart.
Okay. We'll stop there next.
Oh, do you have any
Thank you.
blockers that I can use with my axe?
Son, are you talking about a shield?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a couple shields.
I can use with my axe.
Is it a one-handed axe or a two-handed axe?
Sure, if I tried really hard, I could hold in one hand. Probably wouldn't be very good though.
I mean, yeah, take a pick from the wall. There's shields aplenty up there.
Are there any on there that have any lightning-esque designs?
These seem to be your kind of run-of-the-mill, just
Nuggy. Pick one for me.
shields. You know,
Too
what
many.
you would expect from a large chain like Stars Buckles.
You are strong. And I know you can handle that one. And I point to one that looks like it's just beefy as F.
Yeah, it's like this
take
giant
that
tower
tower
shield.
shield.
I'll take that one.
Are there actually like tower shields, or are they all just shields?
There are tower shields.
There are now tower shields.
But is he selling a
There's-
tower
yeah, there's
shield?
always been
Because
tower shields. It allows you to take the cover action to get full
Damn.
cover behind it.
that's an amazing shield.
Yeah, it's super rad. You basically plant it into the ground and you have full cover.
I'm not seeing any.
Tower shield?
Yeah.
How are you? What are you searching?
I don't know. Let's see. Info.
If you type tower shield, it should pop up. It's like just basic equipment, but the idea is like you
Right.
slam it into the ground and then you get full cover.
Yeah, in 3.5, but like this is like when did they
No,
add it?
there. It's always been in there. It's in the player's handbook.
It is not in. Oops.
It's not in D&D Beyond.
Yeah. There is
It-
no.
It is.
I'm looking under armor.
Yeah, there's nothing in there. And I googled it too, and nothing comes up. Roll20 D&D Beyond. I don't think they have one. It might be like a specific shield that does that, but
Unless it's called something else.
yeah, it's in 3.5, but there's not one for 5e.
You might be correct. I think it might just be a 3.5 thing.
It's just a shield. So
It was too OP.
maybe. So Arkhann.
The big ass heavy shield there.
All right, find yourself a big ass heavy shield. All right, that is going to be
I stand corrected.
20
Bless you.
20 gold.
20
10 gold. Sorry, 10 gold.
10 gold.
So I was about to
Half off.
insight check that.
All right.
Do you
Soon as
have
we get
any? Do you have any paint?
Walter Smart.
You're kidding me.
Why would I need paint?
Because you sell all kinds of cool stuff here.
Well, I make it. I mean, I'd figure they can just customize it themselves.
What about ink? Do you have some extra ink? We'll go to Walter's Bar. Never mind. Appreciate your time.
It's a specialty shop. It's an armor. Yeah. All right. All right,
Starbuck
so-
Clearance is designed to get us in and out real fast.
Yep.
Generic orders, nothing special.
Like as soon as we leave the store, Arkhann's gonna take out his shield, try to wield his great axe with it.
No, not happening. It is just like all over. People like, oh, are you crazy? Like people darting out of the from the street and everything else. All right, so
This didn't go as well as I thought it would.
We'll get you a smaller axe. And then you can choose. Do I use the big axe or use the little axe with the shield?
That could work.
all right, so while this is happening,
You just ask Thor when we start combat, which one's better?
you guys safely and pretty expediently arrive at the Abbey. Samkin's like, there might be something to this other means of travel. I could get used to this.
Real quick, Adam needs to know if Arkhann rages because of Thor comment.
Oh, he's considering it. He may just try to take a shield and great axe again.
Every time Gerry says Thor, he's ready with his hand like behind his back with calm emotions.
Wise move.
All right. So, you guys arrive back at the Abbey.
Excellent.
As you guys are pulling up, you can see a couple of the guards kind of, pull up the gates. They recognize you, but they give you some curious glances as you kind of, come through the portcullis into the, the red brick walled establishment known as Rudmer. Ooh, Hammond's pissed at you. You're in for it. You're in for it, Samkin. No, they're talking to Samkin.
Oh.
You guys make your way in. As you do, you can see Jacques and Hammond both kind of making their way down into the courtyard from the actual abbey itself. You can see Hammond just kind of trundling along.
As soon as Hammond gets within 30 feet of me, I'm going to telepathically talk to him.
Okay.
I think he's learned his lesson. Go
stops
easy
for
on
a
him.
second. Well, at least you brought him back all right. I assume that you went off ahead and did what I told you not to do. Didn't you, Samkin? I did. But I think, well, I know they needed my help, and I definitely needed theirs. But I won't be doing anything like that again, I can assure you. You had me worried sick, Samkin. Should we have rooms made up for you? Are you staying?
No, this is kind of like drop and go.
Wanted to make sure he was safely back. And also
We
to
were
pick
so
up,
worried. Jacques is just kind of, his normal nervous self.
Don't worry, Jock.
Also,
We got your birdie back.
we would like to purchase some of the beer and take with us.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's a good idea.
How much would you like?
A cask, if we can carry it on the bike, and whatever one's you're most
All right.
proud of.
No, he just before you're even done with the sentence, Jacques just scampers off back into the abbey and he disappears. Okay. right.
Also, Hammond, if it's all right with you, we found a scroll of recall, and we were wondering if perhaps we could place half of it here, so in case anything happens, we could come back to your abbey. I understand if you're worried about it being put into danger, but
glances at Samkin, and Samkin just kind of nods. I believe that'll be fine. We'll keep it in a safe place.
we're very, very grateful for that.
Much appreciated.
You guys are kind of having this conversation. Jacques comes trundling this small little hand cart out, and there's 2 full-size casks of ale, like two barrels of ale. All right, here's one of the verdant, the brew that you liked and enjoyed so much last time, and this one, just special. It's ready and with the season. I call it the Bursting Blackberry Doppelbock.
God.
Well,
Careful
might as
with
well
that
give
one.
it a
It's
try.
quite strong.
Is there like a spigot or a bung?
No.
How would I
They're
go?
not. No, they're not tapped. The barrels aren't tapped.
Is there a bung somewhere? little
Yeah, there
fork
is.
thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pop that out and good straight
Okay.
from the cask.
It is a entire barrel, like, you know.
I'm
what-
strong.
It's not like a full size, like 50-gallon barrel. It's like 15, 20 gallons. So
Go over to roll a strength
you
check.
can. Sure, go ahead.
Alright.
Oh, you're already lifting it up. Jocks has like a little ladle that he's produced.
9 plus 4, 13.
It's still heavy, but you manage to kind of shakily get it up, and you spill a bunch over your face. You do manage to,
That's
in the
under-
process of that, stain your clothes because it is like this very bright, vibrant purple color, and it is delicious. And there is it's very sweet and blackberry, but then it's also got this really hard like alcohol kick that comes through like with the sweetness on the end.
Oh shit, that's the good stuff.
Like this, it's almost like it's a mead, like a blackberry mead and a beer at the same time.
Can we fit both or just one?
They help you strap it, and the bike's definitely kind of leaning a little awkwardly.
Damn, good job, man.
But carefully.
How much do we owe you for it?
Please, it's on me. But I have one favor to ask of the both of you.
Yeah, what
Yes,
is
of
it?
course.
What is your favorite flavor?
Oh shit, that's a good one. Are we talking like savory, sweet?
Well, preferably something I could make into booze.
Fuck, you can make anything into booze.
This is quite true.
Lance is gonna get lost in thought and disregard the world for about 15 minutes while he truly thinks about this.
Docs is, I didn't realize this was going to be quite the conundrum. I thought it would be quick.
Have you ever had
No, I feel terrible.
pomegranates?
We have a few trees.
That right there.
The next time you come, I will make sure that we have a pomegranate ale.
You guys are too good for this world. I just want you to know that.
What about you?
Alright, something with lemongrass, grapefruit, and a hint of fresh parsley.
So grassy, tart, lemony. Got it.
Fuck, I wish I had one of those stones. I would give it to you, and I would just talk to you all day about making booze.
If you guys ever need anything, send a post to the Duke of Oberland. Either that or try and get in contact with the Pheonix. And we'll try and come and help whenever we can.
We will. Hopefully you come back to visit us soon.
Fuck yeah, we will.
Definitely want to.
Shit, Adam forgot the name of the monkey.
Hammond.
Hammond, obviously, we really appreciate you holding on this token. We don't want to put you out, because that'd be a dick thing to do. Is there anything we could do for you guys? I know you had, like, issues with fucking bandits and stuff. Hopefully they don't
I'm
come
sure
back.
that if we run into any issues, we'll be sure to call.
I'm gonna
Just say that you owe
Invite
us
him
one.
to our ball.
I'm gonna lean in close to Hammond.
Hey, Samkin, kind of impetuous, but the motherfucker knows how to throw a punch. I would really consider talking to him about, like, upgrading defenses and teaching some people.
I think I can do a better job of managing our young friend.
Alright, yeah, not trying to step on any toes.
But I agree wholeheartedly. And I do hate to ask, but this business with the bandits, is it something that we must continue to worry about?
Ah, fuck, I don't know. We killed a bunch of snake people. Killed a bunch of bandits, too. I don't know if they're the same bandits, though.
I think at least for now, you're in the clear, but I wouldn't be surprised if they came back, or if something else comes back.
Oh, there's this giant-ass snake. He's real pissed at us. I don't think he'd come to you guys, but, you know, be wary. I know you guys kind of, like, let all sorts of folks in. But if you see a giant-ass snake, don't let him in.
They were also talking about lindworms and the Ishandari.
Yeah. Do you know what the fuck a
And
landworm
there
is?
I don't, but we have some tomes we can work through, and maybe I can find something.
So they were sacrificing people to the lindworm, and they were also selling them down to Heaven's Gate to to a place near the Underdark. So, don't know if that helps you guys at all, but
As long as they're gone, that's the best that we can hope for.
Look into the lindworm, and if you guys figure anything out, reach out to us. We'll try to stop before it gets to you.
We'll do better to keep an eye out.
You guys need anything else?
You've done more than enough.
Nah, fuck it. You guys make great beer. We'll do anything we can.
The Abbey is always welcome to you.
thank you.
Ralph, come here.
Ralph lies down.
Oh,
And just kind of flies downstairs looking at you.
Shake Hammond's hand. You can learn something from this guy.
Shakes his hand.
He's a big fan. Alright, we gotta catch a flight.
Safe travels.
Adam, check your Discord.
Metagaming pigeon.
Ma, get the shotgun.
Oh, before we go, we kinda like save that little Duke. We're having a big ass ball. And I know you guys don't like a lot of people. But if you guys wanted to show up, we like you. So, fuck anybody else. And, you know, if you wanted to bring some of your beer to Oberland. I'm sure they'd be a good client.
We'll consider it, but that's quite a journey. That's much farther beyond our reach than we normally consider.
Samkin, can you handle that truck?
Can I handle what?
Truck to Oberland.
I don't know. I'll think about it. I think I've done enough sightseeing for the time being.
All right.
No offense.
If you can't make it, the beer that we just got, we can kind of like spread it around. Like, yo, Dukeness, try this out. It's fucking delicious. You just gotta send Flane over there. Pick it up. Come back. You want us to do that for you?
I don't know if we need all that attention.
All right. If you guys want to like say anything, that's cool. But if you want more, just let us know.
We'll keep it in mind.
Been great as always. Thanks for the beer.
Thank you, friends.
As we leave, Harrow's just gonna once again like telepathically like just send a message to Hammond of Samkin wouldn't tell you this to your face, but he said you were right. Just so you know.
I wouldn't have believed it if it came out of his mouth, that's for sure.
Harrow just chuckles.
Safe journeys.
Thank you guys.
No, thank you. Samkin sees you
Harrow
off to
will,
the
like,
gate.
Give him a little hug and then awkwardly climb onto the bike.
Yeah, it's a little awkward with the barrels of ale. You guys make your way back.
Sorry, didn't occur to me until like way after they left that like, hey, Samkin was there to save the kid too. He should
Yeah.
totally be included in the awesome ball that we're gonna get and have a chance to like rep his monastery and their wares.
Like, as we're like traveling back, Harrow's just gonna sigh and be like, I think after all this is over, I would be quite content just retiring at that little abbey.
End of campaign 2, right here, Kyle. We all just
Yeah.
want to live at the Abbey.
Abby's too good.
All right. Well, that was the campaign. So yeah, I hope you
Good night,
guys all
everybody.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Guys, I'm so proud of ourselves. We actually got an NPC companion to live.
I know!
Oh,
All right. So
oh shit, Harrow.
We're gonna
You guys,
kill off whatever comes next.
Harrow.
all right. So
Turns out he was actually competent and good at what he did, so he was worth saving.
Harrow, did you give him
Unlike
back
the
their?
last one.
Did you give him back their dead bird?
I don't think they need it.
yeah, just dump that off the side of the road somewhere.
It was already like that was back in the cave of like
Yeah, it was that canary ain't singing no more.
To be fair, it's a monastery of animal people. That canary was probably Carl. Like, he had feelings and a
Yeah,
family.
he definitely had a family.
Oh.
we're not talking about this.
He died a brave death. He will be remembered
Exactly.
all 2 seconds.
All right, so you guys make your way back. It's probably about this time that you guys actually kind of intervene once more, kind of coming through like the main thoroughfare.
Is it dusk yet, or do we still have some time?
It's you got a couple hours.
How would
I
like?
would like to try and find the Pheonix.
Okay. Do you want to try to meet up with everyone else, or are you gonna just do that yourselves?
I don't need to RP everything.
Okay.
But I have a list of things that I'd like to buy.
Okay,
I have
send
a
it to
list
me
of
and
things
we'll get
that
it
I
taken
want
care
to
of.
sell.
It's short. I can just tell you.
Oh, okay, sure.
I wanna look for like kickballs.
Okay,
Or
easy enough to find.
pigskins.
Uh-huh.
A dozen of those. I don't know how much they're gonna cost.
I mean, they're kind of bulky. Your backpack doesn't have a whole lot of
Deflated.
space.
I'm not gonna carry them around inflated.
Okay.
All
right.
It's a way to inflate them. Ball bearings, caltrops, a sensor so that I can smoke weed for the entire party. Chalk, a climber's kit, a crowbar, a bag of sand, some manacles, and a couple sled dogs. Nothing big.
Sled dogs in New Raknora? No. That's definitely not on the list of things to find here. Wrong part of the world.
What about dogs in general?
Why dogs in the
Why? Why?
Because I want to buy some.
Okay. Easy enough to find some dogs.
Harrow's gonna be real
I'll buy a
pissed when you
couple
eat
dogs.
these.
Okay. Let's see. Wow. Okay. You're looking for small dogs, medium dogs,
Large enough dogs to carry a sled.
All right, they're probably like, I don't know, a gold a piece.
That's a huge discount on sled dogs because they're 50
are they
gold a piece.
trained?
Are they? Oh, are they
if
really
they're trained? They're probably expensive as fuck.
I mean, yeah, these are just medium-sized dogs.
I'll buy a couple medium-sized dogs and do my best to train them.
Yeah,
it's not like I have any need for sled dogs right now.
I would say actually
that's just what comes up when you look up dogs in the equipment manual.
Gerry constantly thinking about the future.
Okay, so speaking of animals,
I will buy
really
2 very good pedigree dogs for like 20 gold apiece.
Okay, okay. They're not trained. They're still not, like they know
untrained.
like basic, like very basic commands of like sit and stay. But that's it. Okay.
I feel like as soon as we all get to the airship, Harrow is going to be like Obi-Wan in Phantom Menace of like, oh look, we picked up another pathetic life form.
Sounds about right.
You have a cart of shit behind me.
I would like to sell some wares.
Okay.
I have a
what
bunch
do you?
of hand crossbows, light bows, long swords, short swords. The total of which normal cost would be $375.
Okay. Oh my god.
The only thing I found
Giving you
on
guys
the
money.
interwebs-
Can you stop scrounging?
The only thing I found on the
Jesus.
interwebs was half the cost, but I'll let it up to you of what it would actually sell for.
It's actually about 20% of the total cost is what you can get back.
Okay.
So you get about 75 gold worth.
All right, cool.
We've lived on the streets. We've scrounged. Like, you got to save your money.
You're mad at half the party for scrounging and me for splurging. What's going on, Kyle?
No, I wasn't mad at you for splurging. I'm just sled dogs. Sled dogs. Really? Okay. So
I want a couple good trained dogs, but there's no such thing as good trained dogs in the player's handbook. The only thing in the player's handbook is sled dogs. So,
I mean, if you spend more than a haphazard afternoon, you could probably
that's
find.
all I've got. And I want dogs right now.
Yeah, so that's all you're getting at the moment. You get some decent pedigree. Like they you're
I got a couple
certain that they don't
puppies
have
that
any serious health issues or anything like that. You're pretty
I'll
confident.
spend some time with them. It's fine.
Okay. I have another question, but we'll come back to that later. Harrow and Lance, you guys take the bike back to the Storm Herald He tells you you've only got a couple hours left before they're almost ready to set off. They're like finished fueling up at the moment. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Because I have faction agent, do I get any bonuses?
Roll it at advantage.
I got 16.
4. A what?
16 for investigation.
I got a 20 non-natural.
Well, I was asking Harrow.
You said Harrow and Lance.
Do you know what?
I meant Harrow and Lance. You guys are heading off to go
Gotcha.
do the
Okay.
thing. Sorry, I think I cut off mid thought, but I knew like my brain was already ahead of where my mouth was, so I just stopped talking about that and moved on to the
Okay.
next thing. All right. Sorry.
20
not
non-natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after about 15 or 20 minutes, you do find some information from a couple people. You kind of have to go around, like you have to do, kind of start out, ask around, gets you to a person, gets you to somebody else that knows. You find yourself on kind of the opposite edge of town. And the guy, the kind of hobgoblin, instead of like this red skin, it's more of like maybe like a tannish color. It seems like he's been outside a lot. It's a little leathery. He seems to be like some sort of like he's had some hard days. You can tell. And he tells you that you need that you're looking for an individual by the name of Violet Gunn. You can find her in a not so great part of town, but but not too far from where you're currently at. And the place of the establishment that you're looking for is called the Hobbs Hovel.
Hobbs Hovel?
The Hobbs Hovel.
Hovel. Okay.
Sorry, the last thing that I forgot to add to my list that I wanted to buy.
My God.
Real quick and easy. I want some yellow paint so I can do lightning bolts on Arkhann's shield.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. Okay.
All right. So can we get over there with enough time to get back to the... Okay. Then I'd say we head over there.
All right. So
do some perception checks to make sure no one's following, though.
Okay.
For a 22.
22. So, as you are making your way through these streets, it starts to get a little bit more cramped. You can see the sun's beginning to set. It's casting long shadows. You see this shape kind of fly overhead. Just kind of cast this quick shadow across the ground. You look up and you don't, you just kind of see something just kind of dart past through the sky. And you hear this kind of like the leathery beat of wings. As you kind of come around to the corner. You're going to say something?
Oh, no. Keep going.
Okay. As you come around to the edge of the corner, you can see this long shadow. It's kind of coiled and serpent-like, kind of spilling out, and you hear a man scream from the interior of the alley.
Help! I need aid. There's a dragon upon me. Help!
And you hear the clattering and cluttering of just like stuff kind of getting bowled over and things spilling out into the street. There's this loud, large commotion.
Is it coming from where I think Hobbs Hovel is?
It is.
How much time do we have?
For everything, probably about 45 minutes.
Harrow looks at Lance. That's where we need to go.
Yeah.
Do we blow it off, or do we go in and...
Fucking go. Let's go.
All right.
Both of you roll initiative, please.
Did I kill us?
Mm-hmm.
That's 14.
I'm a 10.
Guns drawn.
Okay.
And as we run over there, I'll pull up my sword and my crossbow.
What do you mean? What do you mean pull out your sword? You just materialize it.
Summon it.
I feel like
And the crossbow.
asking Adam something is the equivalent of being like, me as a player, I want to do this, but my character is really smart, so can you give me permission?
Basically,
All right.
what it comes down to is if Harrow says something, Lance says yes.
See, the thing is, like, I want to go talk to them, but we're also a little crunched for time, and also, I don't want us to die, so if we go in together, we both know what we're doing. Instead of me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you hear more commotion in the back of the street. Harrow, you got a 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing? You're kind of sitting there at the edge of the alley. Like just around the corner. You're like about to head around the corner, and you just see like this winged kind of shadowy shape just kind of spilling out from the alleyway as the sun kind of like makes this shadow across.
Do I see the person that was screaming?
And you look around the corner and you see a man kind of spilled up against into a wall. There's this red scaled something, kind of wings kind of half out.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
Maybe.
I would want to get into 30 feet range and ask him where Violet Gun is.
All right.
Telepathically.
Okay. To who? The man?
Yeah.
What is she asking?
Where Violet Gun is.
Oh.
And then I'm telepathically speaking back.
Yeah.
This character.
You just hear voices in your head.
Okay. Help! Help! I need aid, dragon! Please!
And this is not Medved.
This is
Correct?
not Medved. This is not Medved.
Nope.
"45 minutes. How long is it going to take us to get back to the place?
About 15.
30 minutes. Ugh. I need information.
Okay.
That is a 10 to hit.
Okay. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ha! That's max damage. That's 13.
Standing in front of you as you wheel around this corner, this red-scaled winged beast, kind of not so much taller than you. This old man kind of screaming for help as things are just spilling out as he's smacking into barrels and pots and pans, and you come around the corner and at the moment that you pull the trigger, can you just tell me where to go? I'm just asking. And before he finishes his sentence, you just shoot him right through the back of the head. And there's this spray as the winged kobold drops to the floor, dead.
The dragon has been slain.
On the other side of the city, Gerry is just looking over, like hearing these pops in the distance. Looks over at Arkhann, just being like, where the fuck is Harrow to tell them to, like, not shoot their guns in the city because it's unsafe.
Holsters the gun, walks up, Where's Hobbs Hovel?
You see the sign right behind, just a light kitty corner.
Lance walks up behind slowly.
Fuck. Both my weapons for this. How shitty.
And I'll just
And I
drop
go
him.
into Hobbs Hovel.
All right, the old man's like standing there, just. What's he doing?
He stands up fully and goes, "The dragon has been slain. The Order of the Pyre is yet again victorious."
What fucking dragon? It's not a dragon.
The dragon that was upon me. We have won the day.
You mean
Comrades,
the fucking
rejoice!
little shitty kobold?
He looks at Lance. Me gosh, it has been forever since I've seen you. What have you been up to?
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Do you know what a dragon is? And who the fuck is Migosh? God damn it. Ralph, come here. Do you understand what the fuck this guy's saying?
Just pool of purple blood spilling into the street. There's a couple people that just kind of like, that were like kind of coming down the street and then just book it and run the other way.
This is a vaccine fever dream right now.
As Lance sees these people run away.
Yes, totally. Big ass dragon gone. Yeah, dead. What the fuck are you doing?
Rejoice, villagers! The dragon has been slain.
Alright, Harrow,
damn it.
gun, cocks
I'm
it,
gonna.
points it at him.
They're like in a doorway,
Do-
right?
Huh?
Wait, is
They're
Violet-
in a
No, they're
doorway?
just like off to the side. No, the doorway to Hobbs Hovel is like open and there and
I'm gonna
fuck.
drag the body to a secluded place.
okay. Make a sleight of hand check and try to find somewhere to hide this.
That may or may not be horrible. What's that add? Oh, +3. 14.
I feel a little sick. And when I say a little sick, I mean like Sasha feels sick.
Murdering.
Harrow's like,
the entire time muttering to myself.
God damn it. Fucking assholes talking about dragons. Fucking shot some random ass kobold. What the fuck did he do? He has a fucking family and kids. Jesus Christ. Also, how the fuck did he get wings? This little fucker.
I'm not proud of it. I did not mean. I thought. Can we just agree to never talk about this again?
Successfully find a place to stash the body.
What was your roll? I'm sorry.
14.
You're confident it's hidden, minus the puddle of blood that's now stained the exterior of the alleyway street.
I'm gonna check its pockets.
Check for what?
Just whatever it has on it.
It's got a. Let's see. It's got 4 gold. And a like a wadded up piece of paper.
I'll take the paper and the 4 gold.
Okay.
And then tell Ralph to go find some like gutter, like rain gutter water.
Okay, he'll
splash around.
go off in search of a bucket. Yeah, the crumpled up piece of paper looks to be a shopping list.
I'm gonna grab that in hand, like very sternly, and go up to this dude.
What the fuck were you shouting about a dragon for? Jesus Christ, this guy just wanted some fucking bread and cheese and maybe, if they had it, a mango.
Gosh, you have saved my life.
A fucking mango!
And the old man looks at Harrow.
We have an episode title.
Odessa! Is that you, Odessa?
Who the fuck do you think we are? She's not Odessa. I'm not fucking Melatonin or whatever the fuck you said before. That thing was not a fucking dragon. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's Odessa, my granddaughter.
Ralph, slap him.
Ralph will go over there and slap him.
Dragon!
God damn it, everything that has wings is not a fucking dragon. He's a monkey, clearly. Look at his little fucking tail.
Dragons have tails.
True.
Help!
Fucking gods above and below.
Like, Harrow's just gonna grab Lance and walk into Hobbs' hovel.
Okay.
Just
Hey, old fuck, come here.
Migosh, what can I do for you?
Who the fuck is Migosh?
You are my comrade. You are in the Order of the Pyre.
Oh my fucking god. Harrow, fucking mind juju this guy. I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
I didn't do any of this, I swear. He was screaming for help.
Also,
I asked him.
why
he
the
kept
fuck do you just
screaming
shoot
for help.
shit? Harrow, you shoot a lot of fucking things. Trust me, I know. Your first instinct is like, yo, something's crazy going on. Shoot the motherfucker. I get it. But what the fuck? That's not a dragon. You know this. This old fucking senile asshole doesn't know a dragon from his fucking asshole. You know a fucking dragon.
I think he was screaming about the dragon before I shot him.
Oh my fucking god. I thought you were supposed to be the smart one.
I
Harrow
have to
just
mute
hangs-
myself.
Odessa,
Harrow just hangs her head. She's got no response because she deserves it. I thought that's where we needed to go. He was screaming for help. I was panicked and I was scared because you never know what's going to happen. The last place the Fressy were at was completely killed.
I just saw you fucking cry for an hour and a half on the bike ride over here because that fucking pigeon couldn't go back home. And now you just fucking shot a guy with a shopping list. What the fuck?
Cow broke.
If it makes you feel any better. With your screaming at me on the outside, I'm screaming at myself way worse.
Oh, fucking mind juju me, and I'm screaming at you on the inside too.
I actually have to do it.
Fuck.
Probably got family and...
Yeah, he has a fucking shopping list. Who the fuck do you think he was shopping for? It wasn't just him. He had fucking 4 things of cheese. That's not a one-person job.
Yeah, but do you have any of these soccer balls that are like already?
No, I told you they already come inflated.
Can I deflate them here in the shop? Is that okay? Or
If
like
you
that
put
be
them-
against the rules? I'll buy them, but
And then you can pop them however you wish.
I
Just
don't
get
want to.
the.
I don't want to pop
out
them.
of my
I just
store.
want you to tell me the magic behind how they're inflated.
They blow
I
air
want to-
into it, and then it's sealed, and then they're inflated.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense to me. How do I inflate them later? Bang.
Tell
Shoots
the
gun.
Tell the
are we
man
gonna
how
make
to
it
reinflate
two accidental deaths tonight?
No, I mean bang in the distance, not like I'm
Oh
shooting
yeah.
the gun.
Oh okay. Yeah. All right. So
Harrow's
standing,
just gonna go
the
in.
three of you standing there in the street.
and,
Harrow goes in.
Harrow's just gonna go into the hovel.
Okay.
The old man looks at the reflection in apparently the blood of the ColdBold and starts muttering, "How did I get so old? so old, and then just starts wandering off.
Hey, don't you fucking leave. Come back here.
Migosh, my comrade, where have you been?
Oh, my fucking Lanta.
I'm gonna pull up my rope and start tying this guy up.
Okay.
Abduction. This is a good session.
As you're tying him up, a piece of paper falls out of his lapel. And you reach down to pick it up, and it's it's like a list of things to get.
Another shopping list.
Signed. Yeah, yeah. And this one signed by Osbert.
Who's Osbert?
He's our employer now.
Asbert.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Asbert. Okay, so Lance
Osbert.
purposefully did not recognize that guy's name. So Adam was like, "Oh, there's 92 Asbergs in his brain, so none of that makes sense."
Wow. All right, Harrow, you head off inside to
Harrow.
Okay.
Fucking. What the fuck does this mean? What the fuck is this guy talking about? There's no fucking dragon. I'm not fucking militant. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Talk to him. He's tied up.
And I'll just like restrain him via strength.
He works on the airship that we're supposed to be at in a little bit, and if you leave him there, we can just escort him back.
Hey, old fucker. If I carry you, are you gonna be like spouting nonsense about fucking dragons and shit?
If you lead me to adventure, I will follow.
I'm gonna take any of the leftover rope
Fucking
that I surrounded him
Skyrim
in.
answers are too much.
I'm gonna take any of the leftover rope that I tied him up with and just like shove it in his mouth and try to gag him.
Oh my god. All right. So you two head back off to the airship.
As someone who was a caregiver for 10 years, I find this highly offensive.
So,
Clearly
Harrow,
that's not
you
Lance's
head,
profession.
into the Hobbs hovel, and the bouncer just inside the door kind of stops you. What's your business here?
Looking for Violet Gun.
What business?
I've got information and I need information.
And you're just another person that walked off the street. Why do I care?
Are you Violet Gun? Who are you to be their gatekeeper?
Well, I'm the gatekeeper. And you can see this bouncer, as you get like your eyes kind of adjust to the very dim interior. Prosthetic arms, legs, one eye. They're like ribboned with like gold and bronze, and then this like jet black material, these kind of like almost veined like attributes that kind of wind through.
At this
When he
point,
moves, there's
Harrow,
almost just kind of this like click and hiss, just ever so subtly.
like after the incident in the alleyway, Harrow just is done emotionally and everything else.
Am I with her?
I thought you were heading back off to the airship with your dude, or are you coming inside?
I probably would have just followed her around carrying the guy on my shoulder.
Okay.
So I've got someone making a bad name for the Pheonix. And I need more information on him. And I've got some information about a potential threat for you guys.
What's your name?
Harrow Thistlespine.
Give me a minute. Stay put. You see another one. There's like a more lithe figure kind of sitting up against the bar, and the interior is actually pretty empty. Yeah, we heard that. But the interior is pretty empty. And you see another individual that's also like completely just full of prosthetics. To the point where you don't see any natural flesh on any of the exposed skin. Like it's all just wires and metal.
Jeez. How many of them are there?
There's just the two big bouncers that you've seen. He comes back a couple minutes later as you're kind of sitting there, like waiting. The other ones. You heard about the singularity? It's coming. You better be ready.
What is the singularity? Because apparently it's just crackpots galore in this side of the fucking town.
I'm on the other side of town, just be like, it doesn't deflate if I sit on it. There's something special about this ball that makes it deflate, and you're not telling me.
The owner is just escorting you out the door.
I don't think they understand what you're saying. You gotta slow it down for them.
It's when all the robots are gonna come for us. We'll be ready. And they'll take us as their disciples.
Hey, one hobo was talking about microchips. Same shit.
When he shut the fuck up about GameStop.
Forced evolution. Just like flexing and showing like, not sure if this is a man or a woman or what it is or what it is. It is more machine than human at this point. Eventually, the bouncer comes back with a woman has like very like purple pink hair, long flowing, kind of tied off into a bun onto the one side, wearing leather and like a short skirt. And like a bandolier across her chest. You Harrow?
Yes.
Were you the one in Warwit? The one that was supposed to meet with Gamantua?
About that. He turned up dead.
All right. Well, at least we've established your identity. I'm gonna have to kindly ask you to leave. We can't be of assistance, and well, you've been burned.
Why? I deserve at least an answer.
Someone knew about the hit. Someone knew about you.
Where would the leak have come from?
Don't know. Could have been you. Could have been
I didn't
someone
tell
else.
a single soul.
Someone found out. And now one of Sanctuary Defense's material handlers turned up dead. Funny story about that, though. They found him in another city. Report said he died of a heart attack.
Like?
What's that?
What did he look like? And what was his name?
Who?
The security defense handler.
She's referring to Gamantua.
Okay. Last time I saw him, he was where we were supposed to meet with a sword through him, a knife,
And then
and a
right
note to
after,
me.
and right after that, or about that same time, the lodge in Delore also got raided. Nistar got out. But the operation's all gone dark. You might want to find yourself some room to lay low. Maybe get yourself something to protect against divination. You look familiar. Have we met before?
I'm kidding. Like, as soon as she says, like, divination, just Harrow, just like, fucking...
Anyways, you need to go. You need to go.
Okay. I don't
She whistles.
recognize you.
We need to pack up. Take everything, burn the rest.
If it makes a difference, that place was already raided. I went there afterwards and I saw what happened, and I was hoping you might have information about it.
You saw the one in Oberland, not the one in Delore. Yeah, the one in Delore where you your last contact with Nistar was.
Nistar. I don't recognize you, but there's a guy named Hunter that changes shape, and he's got a mouse tattoo. If you see him, if you have any information on him, somehow get it to me.
Yeah, don't contact us again. We'll find you.
Right. And then dips out.
Yeah, like immediately, like everything, like you see them sort of like pour bottles down on the bar, like starting stuffing rags in the end, like getting ready to torch the place.
I swear to God, it doesn't matter how hard I sit on this thing, it's
Just
not gonna
out!
fucking
Oh!
deflate.
Just out!
That's
the
not
door
how it fucking works.
slams, the sign turns to close.
I just bounce on a soccer ball outside the door. That's not how it fucking works.
It pops and deflates.
Hey, Nagi,
Motherfucker.
That's what, 12 now?
We've got
Nagi,
11 more.
about
It's
right
fine.
So,
That's a waste
you
of
guys
booze.
all make your way towards the berth where the Storm Herald resides. Sensing that it's about time, the separate groups of you kind of all make your way back to the ship. But we will pick up here next week.
Well, shit.
Oh my god.
This fucking
my
senile
God.
old fool.
So, first off, thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be back next week at around 6:15, for another crazy episode, and I guess we'll see what happens next. So I hope you join us. And if you missed and you're catching up, click the links below. YouTube, find all the VODs. Yeah. Check for us on Twitter. Link down below.
Apple Podcast.
Love you.
Dice Dilemma,
Bye.
Spotify,
Bye.
Dice Dilemmas, all that stuff. All right. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.